convention going experience. Chunk. Today, lost my train.
Sorry.
Today I'm joined by
That sound
I'm
effect was a
joined by Charlie,
factory.
JT, and Max from PMP's Den. You guys know these guys. If you've been a fan of the channel for at least a year or two, we've been doing PodCon Crunchin for since the beginning. These guys were episode 1. Now we're on episode 11. It's been about 6, maybe 8 months since I had an episode, so everyone's wondering what the heck's going on. Well, this is the 2026 update. We're gonna learn about everything everyone's been up to and what they're gonna be doing the rest of the year, basically. And as far as I know, all 4 of us are gonna be going to Star Wars Celebration in 2027. So maybe you guys could expect a an in-person podcast at one point.
Real quick too. Sorry, I know I've been
Yeah.
a disruptor thus far. Did you guys get a refund? Because I got a refund for
$4.
Celebration. Yeah, and I was like, oh no, like my head instantly went to like, oh, they like refunded my Celebration stuff, like I don't have tickets, and it was just like oh yeah, we charged you guys shipping, and
Yeah, so it was
oopsie.
shipping that they can't do, I guess.
But the initial email didn't say that. It was just like, you have been refunded for Star Wars Celebration, and I lost my shit for a second. I was like, wait. I was like, they're gonna send me something. It'll be okay.
No,
And it was shipping.
our buddy Peter, Strike and Avela's dad, right? He's the one that was in line for me, but he used all of my information, like my email and everything. I didn't get anything, but I also didn't get my tickets in the email or like sent in or anything like that either. So I'm just kind of like in the void with everybody else. No, I didn't get any email.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna mail us our passes or whatever.
We
It might
picked
be
them up
will
at
call.
Japan.
Yeah, we're
Like,
probably gonna have to
yeah.
pick everything up. I got the frickin' Luke Skywalker 50th anniversary bomber jacket.
Dude, that's cool.
It's gonna be. I was like thinking so hard about it, and then like I kept getting back into the website, so I was like, okay, I'm getting the jacket. But anyways, I would like to kick off our first ConQuest story, as I've titled today's episode. Kick it off for Charlie here. He was recently just got back from a little event known as Cruiseville with the cast of Smallville, and he was getting to hang out with Tom Welling, one of the most famous frickin' people I've ever met.
Superman.
And yeah, not jealous at all, obviously.
I love that, man.
So what was your? I'll ask you more specific. What was your most favorite excursion on the cruise, and what was your like top 1 or 2 memories from the trip?
Loaded question, Jesus. Honestly, God damn it. First off, what can I say and what can I not say? I know YouTube's weird. I can do.
You can say whatever you want on my YouTube.
Okay, for fuck's sake. Okay,
We're not monetized.
Okay,
don't
some
matter.
people are really weird about that. I'm like, okay, well, okay. So, in my 38 years on this planet, in this vessel at least, I mean, what? I had never done scooping before in my life, and I was going to do it with
Scubaing?
Never did it.
Scuba diving.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, JT. Anyways, as I was getting ready to do that, I asked Tom about that. I'm gonna stab you in a minute. Drink responsibly. Call back. So I asked Tom. I was like, "Hey, man, is it okay if I do it with you and Erica?" And he's like, "Sure." I'm like, oh, "Cool. Hey, me, man, I look good." Anyways,
Stay on target. Stay on target.
I am on target. I am the hype. We get there. Unfortunately, we had a little warning at Cocoa Beach the day before that it was storming, and I was like, I think I know where this is going. Well, it wore off, so we go to another part, and then we get off the boat. We do that. We disembark, bring our passports, all the stuff, and everything. And we get to the regular port. We have to be off the boat at 7 a.m. And I think it was 3 o'clock sharp. The boat, doesn't matter who you are, they'll leave you. We get out there. We take a little transport to like the where the boats are at and everything. We get out there, and we're like, oh, this is cool and everything like that. Like, you can leave your sandals here. Like, okay, sure. So we get on the boat. Next thing you know, see a load of like quesadillas. We fill up on that. Then we get to the spot, this beautiful place that's I don't even know how to describe it. There was like 3 different like layers. One was like pure green, one was like pure blue, but on the far back was just like a dark area. I'm like, well, that's ominous. So I'm gonna steer clear of that. So they gave us the scuba gear and stuff like this. Gave us, okay, this is what you do for this. This is what you do for that. Dot, 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 dot. Don't do this. Don't do that, and everything. Get the trunks on and get one of the tanks on my back. And I'm like, that's not bad. And everything like that. And okay, if you get in trouble, we're good. I'm right behind Tom because me and him was like, it's too hot. It's too hot for this. We're getting in. And everything like this. We dive in and everything like that. Everything's going for me. Everything's going great. I see like a lot of fishes from a whole different colors. I see octopuses. I wanted to eat that one, honestly. I want to
saw octopi.
Yeah, I just wanted to eat that thing, but I restrained myself.
That's cool.
The power of the sun in my palm of my hand.
How big were the octopus?
Oh, jeez.
I know they can be small, but you saw big ones?
They were. It was the ones that crawl and look mischievous and nefarious. I don't know what they were called. I just know I wanted to eat it.
The evil ones, yeah.
Yes, but after that, start swimming some more. I go up for a little bit and everything. Make sure my thing and all this, everything. I was like, dude, you see that? That was amazing. There was a thing like that. It's like, yeah, man, that's cool. Let's go do another one. I'm like, all right, everything. And I'm just like, this is such a surreal thing. And I'm like, I'm swimming with fucking Kal-El right now. That guy behind me in the poster and everything. I grew up watching this man. And anyways, put the thing back in my mouth. Now, here's where it gets.
What did you say? Sorry.
Oh, this is where it gets interesting. Thank you.
I'm just gonna let it play if that's all right.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll narrate as best I can. Oh yeah, God.
No, just keep going. That's background.
Okay. Oh, Adam. So when this happens, we were like, hey, we're gonna go diving more. I had a weird feeling, but as soon as I got to where the water was getting darker and darker and darker, and I was like, everything. I have no one else to blame but myself. My breathing apparatus falls out of my mouth, and I'm like, and in my head, I'm like, well, this might be the end of me. And I'm like, well, if I don't get, look how majestic I am. But that storm right there, that's the one.
That's actually terrifying.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. But I kick back to the surface as hard as I can and everything. And then comes over and Tom has this ginormous, like, little floating thing and everything like that. And I think he's going to, well, first off, he's like, Charlie! And everything. Oh, yeah, ran into a fellow Spartacus cast member. Recognized him back when I was in my 20s. That was crazy. So we go and he's like, dude, you good? And I'm like, yeah, man, I'm good. And everything like that. The swimmer comes over. He's like, just so you know, you're lucky, man. What do you mean? If you would have been a little bit more deeper, your lungs would have exploded. Oh, okay. Great.
Holy.
Yeah, pressure's crazy, man.
So I take that off. And then I just put on the regular ones because I was going to do the surface scuba after that because I'm not risking that biscuit. But here's where it gets very intense. I've had many animals try to kill me over the years. Many animals. I don't even call them animals. I'm going to call them monsters. Try to kill me. Failed miserably, and I hold a grudge. And whenever that happened, however, it's a repeat of history. It's like poetry, it rhymes. Whenever I was in the ocean, Me and Tom are hanging out, eating Doritos. Remember, we have like one arm on this floating thing. This side's free and everything. Next thing we know, we see Erica Durant's Lois Lane. Go like can't hear her. Yeah, and everything like that. So we're just grabbing salsa, eating Doritos, and finally we see like the captain of like the boat like signaling us. What the fuck are they talking about? Now we can see through waters. Look around. There's a whole school of goddamn tiger sharks that are swimming around us. And I'm like, well, okay. And I was like, hey Tom. He's like, shit. You're like, yeah, I know. And turns out, get back to that in a second. Before we went there, before we were stupid, like, we don't need anything. We'll go out there and everything. They offer us the flippers. Turns out that's the thing that we like. We don't need them. We're good. We're men. That's the thing that identified us from fish and everything to like something else to the sharks. So we kind of did that to ourselves. But either way, now okay. Meanwhile, back to this, and we're like, well, we could make a dash for this. You're like, okay, yeah, man, fuck this. I got family. Yeah, let's do this. So we're starting to go and everything like this. Now we notice they're getting bolder and bolder and closer and closer. Like, oh shit, and everything like this. Then it also realizes on me, oh shit, my stuff's slower underwater. I can't. Oh fuck. So I'm like, wait a minute. If something does happen, because my adrenaline's going like very fast right now. If I come from the top, I could do something, maybe. Okay, so again, we're swimming like madmen under the thing like that and everything at this point. At this point, we're hearing Jaws theme song like this. Trying to get back to the boat. I see one that's getting very close. I'm like, no, fuck this. From an angle, I was able to come down and I hit it in the gills. I can successfully say I hit a tiger shark in its gills. And that it obviously didn't kill it, but it pissed it off and did like one of those like little sharp turns and does like circles back around like this. After that, I hear fuck like that. I look, Tom kicked one, and then at that point we decided to abandon the thing with Doritos.
Well, did it explode when he kicked it?
Yeah, he kicked one.
It probably exploded into like.
We didn't look back until we got on the boat, so we jump off the thing like fuck it, we're close enough. We risk the biscuit. We get to the little thing. We get back up. We look back out. Okay.
Is that when you guys were on the catamaran?
If anyone wants Doritos, I feel sorry for them. And that was
that should be the title of that whole story. If anyone wants Doritos, I feel sorry for them.
Yeah,
a short story by Charlie Thomas.
You're more than welcome to try. Go ahead.
That's the first chapter of this video.
Yeah, it was an intense moment. But I could successfully say I survived sharks with Kal-El, Tom Welling. God, that's my best one.
That's scary.
As you see. Yeah, it was. I was like, at first I was like, okay, well my lungs could explode. I almost died. I swallowed up enough salt water. That's bullet dodged.
You did one. You did enough in one scubaing that you never need to again.
Yeah, I'll definitely do the surface.
Fought a shark, almost died.
Yeah,
met an octopus.
It's ridiculous. I hate it. I mean, I loved it, but at the same time, like, why do weird animals try to keep killing me? Pissing me off. Anyways, that I have way too many more stories, but that's definitely a favorite of mine because it was another bonding experience between me and Welling. So
yeah, you know what that is revenge for when UI and Peak were in that 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride, and he was jealous that we were seeing mermaids, and he's getting attacked by a damn tentacle monster. That's revenge.
Oh, it's such a deep cut. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if somehow he got like, if Peak somehow had something to do with that, just said some technology in there. Oh fuck Charlie, he left that way. Yeah, fuck him. Programmed to come after us. God, I'll never forget that ever. I just feel mortified that we were saying all that. Didn't know the old people were behind us.
Bad string of luck for them. We had a blast, man.
Yeah, we had a fucking blast.
So, Charlie, was there anyone different that came to this year's cruise from last year?
Yeah.
I was wondering that.
Laura Vandervoort wasn't able to
Nice.
make it.
Oh, not nice.
I mean, no, she was good, but she's been trying to
Jump the gun there.
like our age and everything like that for like having kids, and it's been a thing. And like she recently got married, and
She's busy doing like her own movie or something right now too. I
yeah,
think.
she's trying to do another directing thing as well, and she's got a lot on her. So she said like next year, but I'll definitely see her in November. And I was like, that's cool. But we got Eric freaking Johnson, and that dude's a fucking legend and legendary console. And we talked nothing but Star Wars and Superman
Really?
and a whole bunch of other supernatural stuff that this guy's been in, because he just recently did a book. He was the droid in the, guys, you're gonna have to help me because I've been so off this stuff. I've checked out
So he's
much.
in a Star Wars book?
The most recent Star Wars game I seen you guys play. What
Outlaws?
that one? Yes, he was one of the droids in that.
Oh, nice.
And
Oh, was he the main droid? Was he
I
the
Commando?
think so, and he did the audiobook for that, and he was like, guys, he was like, man, I was nervous doing that. I was like, what are you nervous about? And everything. That's that book. I was like, wait a minute. You telling me you're in Star Wars? I mean, not really, but I got on my thing now. Dude, I didn't know, like, what the hell? And everything like that. He's like, yeah, it just, it was a thing. And I was like, dude, that's not a fucking thing. Like, I love that. Like, really? And here I am talking with Whitney Ford from Smallville, also in Supernatural, a whole bunch of other shit that this guy's been in. And we're like, dude, favorite color lightsaber? 1, 2, 3, green. And we're like, what the fuck? And everything.
Did we just become best friends?
We did. We ended up becoming best buddies and stuff like that. And we called him Captain because he had like a little. You've probably seen it in the stories. He had like a little.
He's Lana's boyfriend in the first season, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was that was pretty freaking hilarious. And we talked about Dark Place and stuff like this, and like, what the fuck, this is amazing, and everyththing. And that was cool as hell, man. I loved him.
Yeah. At Celebration, he seemed like a fun guy.
Dude. Oh man, he's such a console. He originally read for Clark for his audition, so he jumped at another chance at Smallville Nights as well. And
he was the surprise guest at the one we went to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was the small story about the Smallville Nights. When you seen that one, we got to meet Tom Welling's parents. They showed up to that, and
Mom and Pa Kent were there. I don't even know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and God, it was so cool meeting them. Like, so yeah, we had Eric Johnson. Trying to think who else we did, because Elena Hoffman, the original Black Canary, and also in Supernatural, Abaddon. Lots of other stuff, and her friend Vanessa recognized me back in my early 20s when I was on Spartacus. That's what that picture was. And I was like, everything, because last time I did that, I was just like, everything like that. I'm walking around the cruise ship and everything
That's
like
crazy.
this, and I hear like a Kiwi accent. Charlotte, what was that? That's nothing. And everything, and this ginormous, Amazonian person comes over to me. Charlotte, yeah. 2011, Auckland, New Zealand. Yeah, I was there. Maybe Spartacus, Vengeance, Gods of the Ring. Oh my God, Vanessa, and everything. So that picture that you seen of that is just us rekindling over many, many, many years ago.
Oh wow. So her
We
friend
killed Romans together. How have you been?
We killed Romans together.
It was crazy, man.
Wow.
Yeah. So no, this is John Glover's last year, unfortunately. Fuck Dimension, fuck all that shit.
No.
I'm not saying part of my French, because I'm not. It's not fun to watch someone go through that, but this is his last con circuit. But
is this the name?
There you go.
Looking for?
He did a lot of voices. I did not know he did a lot of those. I did not know. Good guy. Hey, Stanley's, by the way, mortal person.
So
yeah.
Hello, everybody else. Hello, Sarah, and hello, Stanley. Thanks for watching and hanging out. as always.
Indeed. But yeah, people, I mean, again, we had like a lot of people doing that, but again, we had to stick to this thing, and yes, I kept my ship key. Try to stop me, celebrity cruises. I
Got
dare
to start a
you.
little scrapbook.
Try to stop me. Watch what happens. Yeah, it was cool, man. It was a good birthday gift for myself. So I did that. Yeah, I mean, I got one other small story, and I'll let these fine folks chat if you want to hear
Yeah,
that.
go ahead, man.
Tell it.
Okay. Because again, I don't have many convention stories today because I didn't do anything this year other than this.
Yeah, it's pretty big still.
So you remember Michael P. from Chicago? I don't know if you met Bob. He was a retired officer, great guy, Bob K. Anyways, he was at Smallville Nights first time around, and so me, Michael, I don't gamble, I don't do that. I know it end badly, so I just watch and everything. So I'm like, you guys do that. I'm gonna stand back and do this. You're doing good. Good job. So I'm watching them, and then I hear over 21, fuck, and everything like this. And I'm like, well, okay. How much did you lose? 800. Probably shouldn't do more than that, man. And buddy Michael P is going in, and then my other buddy Raj comes over, sits down. He's about 3 sheets to the wind, and everything, because you could still do that. And gambling, who'd have thought? Thankfully, there was no cigarette smoke, so I didn't, go crazy. But this kind of leads into a moment where I'm like, okay, we'll see how this goes. So they're playing blackjack and everything, and this is 2 o'clock in the morning and everything, and we had to be up for like the next thing. Like all of our stuff started really early, like 6 a.m. And I'm like, guys, I'm gonna have to bounce because I want to at least have some energy for whenever we do the next day for like Mayan temples. Um, and they're like, yeah, cool, and everything like that. And I'll sit around for a little bit. The person of the casino comes over, and she's like, Chris, like, yeah, and it's like, is that Tom Welling? Like, actually, yes, that's Tom Welling. That's super. Like, yes. And over there's Michael Rosenbaum. He's actually playing the roulette. Yeah, he's playing the roulette. And in the background, you just hear, fuck! I'm like, and he's doing good. And just, yeah, he wasn't doing too great, but he was with his girlfriend at the time, so he was fine. But, so I'm getting ready to leave. So I got my buddy Raj, I got Michael P, I got a retired cop buddy, Bob, and I'm like, we never watched. I'm like, all right, well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. And this one guy, 3 sheets to win, and everything like this, to the point where it's starting to get a little annoying. And he keeps blurring over stuff. My buddy Raj is, Middle Eastern, great guy. I've known him for years. And at one point, he leans over and says, you guys you always know how to move money and stuff like that. All right, huh? All right, yeah. Spills the drink all over the table. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave. And
it was almost the Lego Star Wars Cantina scene. Like
this, just wait. Because I haven't done this much since my college years, when someone was very stupid, but this person was asking for it and they did the wrong day of the wrong time of the wrong year. So the new person comes in, that they fluctuate and everything, because the other person's like, I'm not dealing with this shit. So this poor lady comes in to be like the new person, throw in the cards and all this sort of stuff. And then he proceeds to call her some pretty foul names because of her ethnicity. Then he told her to shut up and everything like that. And we all three simultaneously turn our heads and look at him. And then that person said, "Sir, you can't do that." I'm not gonna shank her. I'm like, okay. And so retired buddy cop Bob, he stands up first and he says, "Ma'am, is there any security here?" "Oh, what are you gonna do, pal? Look, you're short as hell," and everything like that. It's like, "I'm gonna throw you out." And it's like, "What?" "I'm actually gonna throw you out." And I'm not gonna attempt to do his accent because he's like a thick New York accent and everything like that. And I'm like, well, fuck, if he's doing this, I'm gonna fuck it, because he's his upper 50s. But I'm like, I'll fucking throw this motherfucker out myself. And things escalate. There was no security down there. They were on like the top floors dealing with some other stuff with stupid kids. And then this idiot mouths off, says something, and then he tries to throw a punch. Very foolish. Buddy Bob grabs his arm, just like getting ready to put him in handcuffs, except he didn't have any. This is where I step in. So I grab his other arm. I was going to break it. Just skip all the other stuff and everything like that. So I hook under and everything like that. Like Bob's trying to like guide him, everything like this. So we proceed to guide him to the restroom. And then after that, got him up against the wall and everything like that, and chill the fuck out and everything like that. I don't want to stab him. Like, okay. And the lady that came over that recognized the cast of Smallville and everything, like, what is it this what's happening? And as our other buddy Michael P is describing, what the hell happened, like, we'll bring someone down, and God bless my buddy Bob K. It's like, oh man, we got this and everything. I have my knee down at this point on him. We got him down. He brings some zip locks, locks his arms. After that, we're like, well, there's no pole here. What's the greatest punishment we can do on this person for acting like an idiot?
Throw him over the ship.
Nope. Let's handcuff him, zip cuff him to the urinal and let him think about the rest of the night. So zip cuff him there, leave him there. We go get the rest of the security and everything like that. Turn in. Turns out that whenever they checked on him, he puked everywhere, and good for him. So I'm glad that he was drowning in a thing of alcohol and maybe doing some different life choices. But that was my only, not negative moment, because I was like, this felt good. Anyways,
That's
there you
a
go.
lesson to everyone out there. Know your limit. Stay within it. Okay?
Yeah.
Know your limit. Don't gamble.
Don't be Raj.
Or else friggin' John Wick will come and be like, consequences.
Someone, it's funny enough, someone was from John Wick that was in that thing. Adrian Padalecki, who played the assassin with Willem Dafoe. So that was very ironic. I wish she was there. Oh, it's so funny. She's such a kind person. Anyways, there you go.
She's a bombshell, dude. She's so awesome, man.
I love her. Yeah, next time you go to one of if you see her, just tell her, I love her.
Charlie Thomas sent him. And we will get the street cred, too, because Percy and I were at Canada, and Tom Welling was just walking through, and we're like, hey, Superman, yeah, my buddy Charlie says hi. And he says, what? You know Charlie. He comes up.
And then he texts like, Charlie later that day.
He's like, I'm gonna go reach out to him. And then Charlie just texts me like, JT, what'd you do? I'm like, oh,
yeah, he's like, I love you, Charlie. I'm like, I love you too, Tom.
I don't know, like, I know he's a celebrity, but I've never seen Smallville. But I'm just like, yeah, my buddy Charlie. And he's like, oh shit.
Yeah, cool. It's just, I was like, well, okay. And everything like that. Then you guys proceed to tell me that. I'm like, oh, that's right. They were getting ready. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was so confused. I was like, I love you too, Tom. I just seen you for a watch party, but okay. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, that was the summer of Superman. That was crazy.
Yeah, man. I loved it. It was so fun. But I have way more stories, but I guarantee these guys has a crap load of stories unless there was something specific in those pictures and
Well,
stuff that
I
you
think
can
I
ask
think
about.
that's probably a good time to cut you off for a bit.
Yeah,
But
thank you.
no, those were great
I'm very
stories. I knew
limited.
you had
Yeah,
I knew you
I'm
had
very
some in
limited.
the
I only
tank.
know one thing.
I was a little like, let me just say this because I've met some of these people you're talking about. I was like, he's calling them out by name. I was like, this seems a little odd, and then I realized how out of hand it got. I'm like, oh well,
No,
I there maybe has been a falling out, so this of sorts.
no,
Anyways, yeah,
just had to take care of some things.
yeah. Well,
Stanley's
good
is
thing you were there. I
Stanley's
feel
is
bad
right.
for that poor table lady,
Yeah, that was a tipping point. You
the
don't do
casino
that.
worker.
You don't do that.
This really was calling, indeed.
Certain things
Yeah.
you can do, certain things you can't.
Yeah, that's
all.
that's not as nice a story as Scoobying, but you know
No,
we're gonna have
and
to.
and my face is still burnt from that, but that's okay. I fought a shark and won.
Oh, and I
Back in my
forgot to
back
show. I think it was in your story, but the Tom Welling actually shared a picture on his story of Charlie and him on the boat there after the. I'm guessing it's right after or right before the shark attack.
It was right as soon as we got on the boat and everything. They're like, "Hey, can you turn back and do the thing?" Yeah, like that, and we're like, "This good? Yeah, it's good.
Just in case you get eaten by sharks, we need evidence.
Yeah, proof that you're alive."
Photos
Okay.
before disaster.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This is weird. Tom's this normal when they do this? Yeah, I'm sure it's normal. Sure.
Oh, it's on me.
Oh, wait, what happened there?
I was like, oh,
I don't trust technology.
It's not
it's
working.
me.
But okay.
It's like a full
So I know you
hot
got I know you got some show and tell to do today, and that you've been to like probably 3 or 4 conventions already this year.
Yeah. Some vending, some just going as just a con goer.
Nice.
So my first one, I went to NostalgiaCon, I believe in May. I want to say it was May. It's May, June, something like that. I think it was May. But last year I met Rob Wheathoff, I think is how you say his last name. He has an interesting last name, so I don't know. And he's like the main guy who voices John Marston in Red Dead Redemption. So I wanted to when I was talking to him, he was like, "Oh yeah," he was like, "Roger Clark would have been here, but he's like on vacation with his family, so he couldn't come, so I couldn't get his autograph." And that's the guy in the second game that plays Arthur Morgan, the main character.
Okay, yeah, I recognize that name for sure.
Yeah, just for context, I know some people aren't Red Dead fans, but yeah, so that was like a whole thing because I was a dingus, and like I've gone to this convention a couple times, and I've been able to use like my card because most people have card, and they've never had any issue with like the Wi-Fi. So I didn't bring any money. Luckily, Lydia had some on her, and she just spotted me, and then I just sent her some after that. But I wanted to get 2 autographs. It was Roger Clark, which I did. These little Red Dead. These are like 3D printed, kind of like relief panels, almost like
the silver on that is sharp.
Yeah, so actually that is the silver wasn't on it. That's actually a Sharpie that I went through and like colored it was white, just like the barrel and stuff like that.
Oh.
But I think it came out pretty nice. You can't really see it. There's gold in it, or you can kind of see it now.
I mean,
So
for the auto, like the silver.
Oh,
yeah, when it pops like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so funny too when I gave it to him. Like his first reaction was just to like he was like a blind person, just like feel it. He was like petting it. Yeah, and I guess it's just because people aren't used to seeing 3D prints, so like that was his like first reaction. I gave him one too. I don't know. I like doing that. I know you guys know it, but for the people who are watching, I typically when I get autographs, I always try to give like a little 3D print or a little something personal. Which also too, sorry, I'm like rambling and going all over the place, but my buddy Eric, which you guys have met, he sent in the group chat. I don't know if you guys saw
I
it.
did see
but
this. I know what you're
freaking
talking about.
David Collins had my LucasArts logo like in the background on like
Oh,
his shelf.
from when
Yeah,
he
I
he's
was
got a
in
shelf like
Japan
you do, kind of. And
No, so David Collins I met at Rebel ScumCon last year.
Okay, yeah.
But in Japan, which what you're mentioning is when I gave Sam. the LucasArts, and I didn't really get any feed because I mean we've told that story a million times. That was a whole hell of a thing with Sam, but he didn't really get to say anything. But at Rebel ScumCon, David was like, "Oh yeah,"
he
like
was
Sam
burnt
was
out.
like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude was," which ended up again working out in my favor. So I was, it is what it is. But no, David was like, "Oh yeah," like Sam was like really raving about like the LucasArts 3D print and stuff like that, and thought it was like super cool. So it was cool to get that gratification. But yeah, sorry, a little side tangent.
that is
but,
cool. I'm
me-
bummed. I think he's a canceled guest for
Yeah,
Fan
dude.
Expo. I was gonna.
Oh,
try
is
and
he
meet him.
really?
I'm pretty bummed too, because the thing is, though, it's
Damn.
like Sam and David doing the Mall Shadow Lord kind of like touring thing.
Yeah.
That would have been the next opportunity in line for me to show them, hey, I was crazy enough to get the ink. You know what I mean? And I've been wearing it for a year.
Yeah.
I'll at
for
least
sure.
be able to show Sam,
Cool.
but yeah, it sucks.
Did he say why he canceled?
It's just
Scheduling. I think I didn't see
bummer.
any.
I know, he's been
posts or
busy,
anything.
man.
Well,
He's
yeah.
been like,
at Rebel Scum too. Him and Sam also weren't there, but I also think that was because last year they were guests, and they don't like repeat guests per year. Depends on the person.
yeah, for sure. I think they had. No, I'm tripping. I thought they had the dude who plays Cyril Karn and the chick that plays
Deidre.
I thought they were there last year, but maybe I'm tripping. I don't remember.
This is my
Not
first.
in Toronto.
Yeah.
But
I remember seeing them around somewhere.
But yeah, they were no, David was super cool. I mean, like literally talks to you like he's like a buddy from high school, like really like down to earth dude,
Nice.
which is crazy for how much stuff he's done. But yeah, he was cool. But no, going back to this, I got Roger Clark to sign it. We were talking and stuff like that. But yeah, I almost didn't get this autograph because of the internet going out. They had like the Houston Convention Center is like massive. So they had like there was like a horror con going on. There was like a shoe convention going on. There was like I think it was like t-shirts and stuff like that, like vintage clothes. So there was like, and I think there was a volleyball tournament too. But there was like 6 other things going on. So the internet was going out, but I didn't get to get Roger Clark, which is the voice of Ezio and Sonic. So
yeah.
But I don't mean I like Sonic, but I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan, so I was bummed I didn't get to get his. But this year is my, I guess, autographing year, because like half the stuff I'm going to show you guys has autographs on it, because it just
Cool.
it worked out that way. But I don't know. Do you want me to just go through everything, or you want to like popcorn it? Because like I have more stuff to show, but I don't know how you want to kind of
Whatever you want, man. Keep going with the flow.
All right.
I figured just show, and if there's like a cool story that like when you're showing the thing you remember it, share the story. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Okay. So
Or you
I'm
can
just
just
gonna
yell at me too. It's fine. Good content.
start barking at you.
Wake up! Why didn't you put a little makeup?
You wanted to. So I'm gonna go in like the order I guess I went to the con. So the next one was Comic Palooza, and that was in June. And the entire well, not the entire cast, but a majority of the cast of Halo was there.
Nice.
And like I've been, I was a little too young for the first Halo. Like I played a little bit as a kid, but like I was still kind of a baby. But Halo 2 and 3 was like my jam, and Reach obviously too. But Halo 2 and 3 were my jam. So it was something that I always wanted. It was it's like a childhood bucket list thing, but like I never gave power to it. I was like, oh man, I have the Halo 3 Xbox 360, which like my dad like never let me live that down. He was like, that the parents like, oh, back in my day, I went to school uphill both ways, barefoot in the snow, and then in the evening it was 1,000 degrees and I had to walk home. Like the classic thing. So he had to like go to like, I think it was like Best Buy or something like that. He's like, it was 6 a.m. There was like, it was December, it was raining and cold. He's like, I had to wait in line for like 2 hours for this freaking thing. And he just giving me, just being a dad, like not actually being serious. But I had the Xbox 360, and I like, you know, it was always something as a kid. I was like, man, it would be cool to like get this autographed, and I never really gave like power to it or really thought it was going to be a thing until this convention, because like they had Steve Downs, voice of Master Chief. Oh man, why am I blanking on her name? Jen Taylor, who's Cortana,
who also voices Zoe in both Left 4 Dead games, by the way. She's gonna be at Expo Canada. Yeah,
dude, I was like, what the heck? Because I saw she has like Zoe on her like the banner in the background, and I was just like, no fucking way! I was like, this is crazy. She's also Peach in one of like the Mario Party games or something.
Dope.
Very nice.
Which I also didn't know, but like, yeah, there was her.
Respectable.
Jeff Seltzer, who is like the multiplayer. He's like double kill, triple kill. Like,
oh, that guy's sick.
Yeah,
I want to meet him.
I talked to him the longest, and I can get into that too. But I talked to him the longest. He was like,
his
so
cameos are
nice.
Hilarious,
dude. He's the chillest dude ever. They had, oh man, I'm so sorry about blanking on names. It was the guy that voices Guilty Spark.
okay,
but I'm blanking on his. I'm so bad with names. And then they also had Marty O'Donnell, who's the composer for all the, or at least the first 4 Halo games. I don't know what he just done after that. I don't think he did anything, but so I went, and it was really cool. For those who, I know you guys know, but for those who don't know, like, I'm a game designer and making my own games and stuff like that. So I had a lot of like video game centered questions talking with them, and the guy that voices Guilty Spark and Jeff Seltzer were like super nice. They're like, hey, I can't like really break down. I was asking about like sound design and like recording voice acting and stuff like that. And like, I can't really get into that with you like right now, because they're like, we would be here for hours. But they're like, message me on Instagram or like message me on my email, and like he's like, I'll sit down and like go through like each step with you and like really like take the time to like tell you about equipment and like tips and tricks. And I thought that was like the coolest freaking thing, because they didn't have to do any of that. Marty O'Donnell was, I get where he was coming from. It was a little bit of a bummer, because I was like, oh, like about like making sound design and music for games and stuff like that. And he's like, dude, he's like, I'm gonna be real with you. He's like, if that's not your passion and like that's not what you're like wanting to do as a career, he's like, have somebody else do it. He's like, don't even attempt it. And I was just like, oh, I was like, that's not the answer I wanted to hear. But I was like, I get what you're coming from, because like I do like the art and like modeling and stuff like that. So like music's kind of like a secondary, just something I'm interested in. But he was like, yeah, he's like, to put it in perspective, he's like, I've been playing the piano since I've been like 5, and he's like, you need to find somebody that like music is their, that's like modeling and art is your entire life. Like you need to find somebody who music is their entire life. Which like,
I think that advice only really applies to skipping the middleman when it comes to starting from the ground up. Like he's basically just telling you, find somebody that is already an expert at it, so you don't have to put the time into mastering it. Yeah. So I think that only kind of half applies to you, because I mean you also dabble like you said in like the 3D modeling and stuff like that, and you're damn better than I am at it, so I wouldn't tell you to stop, you know.
yeah Well, he wasn't saying it in like a bad, like what you're saying. He was just like saying, like trying to be like real with me without like trying to be like a mean about it. But I don't know, I was just like so hyped after talking with like Jeff Seltzer and the other guy, and he was just like, yeah, I'm gonna be real, like maybe you shouldn't, like, you know, maybe it should just be like a hot, which like I also don't know if he's used to like working in like a massive studio, right? Where like everybody's diversified. You do
big
your
production.
one thing. Yeah, like I didn't really specify that I was doing, because to me it's just like, oh, I'm indie. Like I'm it's me and another guy. Like we're not doing it. But like I didn't tell him that, so he didn't have that knowledge. But no, it's still super cool.
I'll make you some glorpy music if you ever need it. Just hit me up,
dude. I will. I've actually been thinking about that.
I used to love video game music, and I was really into that for a while. I will making random shit.
100% hit you up for that, dude, because I need it. But now Jim Taylor she was like obviously like the sweetest one out of the group, like super nice. Like she was just like, have fun, because I was talking to her about like voice acting, and I was like, you don't have to get into like the nitty gritties with me, but just like maybe something more than just like do your best, you know, or something. And she was just like, really feel it, and she's like, don't be afraid to do like multiple takes. She's like, say it like 5 or 10 different ways, because she was like, the magic actually doesn't come from us as like the voice actors. It comes from like the editing and how like the editors like tweak and use the voice acting. So
Oh yeah, so giving them more options is the ideal way to go.
yeah, and that's why she was just like, yeah, just like really like think about how this character's feeling like within the moment, and then like try to do it like 4 or 5 different ways. Because she's like, you never like once you get to like that part where you're editing in like the sound and stuff like that, like what you had originally thought would work doesn't anymore, you know. And maybe like you said, it's sad and it was supposed to be happy, you know, but the sad one works better.
Pacing and emotion.
Yeah,
That
so
stuff's huge too.
it was really cool. And then Steve Downs probably gave me the least amount of like information. He kind of was just like, oh yeah, my buddy Steam Bloom, he runs like a voice actor, which is super helpful. I wrote it down, but he just kind of was like, oh yeah, my buddy does voice acting classes. Go learn from him. And that's kind of what he gave me. But no, still super cool to meet him. And let me actually, I haven't shown you guys the expo. I wanted to give you guys this but here, let me go this way. Yeah, they're all kind of dysfunctional because I didn't have like a plan. So some are like long ways like this. Most of them are, but the guy that did Guilty Spark, I did him first. So he was like, oh, how do you sign in? I was like, oh, just, you know,
See, I like that it's not uniform though, because it's like it's kind of graffiti-esque.
Yeah. Well, it too, like this is a sticker. A fun note, when 7-Eleven actually did like collabs with stuff. I got this sticker from 7-Eleven and it's been on there since Halo 3's come out. I got this and I got the icy cup.
My God, that brings back so many memories.
But yeah, I need to get a couple more, but it's basically done. It sucks. David Scully, the voice of Sergeant Johnson, doesn't do conventions, at least from what I've heard. And what's going to pertain to like what I'm about to talk about next, he also is the voice of Dimitri from Sly Cooper, which was like a real bummer because like that's like one of my favorite characters in Sly Cooper. So I'm like, dang, it's like I can't get his autograph for Dimitri and I can't get it for Sergeant Johnson. But I'd like to get like Ron Perlman. Oh man, Charlie, help me out here. Who's the voice of the Arbiter? I see as Keith Davis. Yeah, Keith David. Okay.
Keith David.
Yeah, I want to get Keith David because he wasn't there, and then Ron Perlman because he's like he's the captain of Forward Unto Dawn, I believe, and I don't remember what his name was.
He does tons of cons near me. You should just come up north to where I am. You'll be able to hit one for sure.
100%.
He does a lot of Sons of Anarchy.
Captain Keith. Does he play?
Oh, I bet. No, Keys is the first one, isn't he? Keys is the one that gets corrupted by the flood.
Eventually died, and then his daughter took over.
What the name was.
Yeah, I can't think it. I can picture him in all his lines and stuff like Master Chief, why are you leaving the station? Like, dude, I can picture all that stuff. But which that reminds me too. So the hotel, the Hilton Hotel, is right by the convention center. Like you can literally, they have like a connector tube and you can walk from the hotel to the convention center. And at the bottom, there's a Starbucks, and like, it's like the hotel that all the celebrities and all the people stay at when they go there. I actually, Vanessa Marshall came up to me because I had a Darth Maul backpack on, and she knew she was recording those lines when she said that. But because I was like, I get it's Darth Maul, but I was like, I guess Darth Maul kind of interacts in Rebels, but like Hera never interacts with Darth Maul. So I was like, it's just Star Wars theme. So that's why she's saying nice bag, but she knew what project she's working on, but came up to me and said nice bag. But no, Steve Downs and Jeff Seltzer were both in line getting like a Starbucks, and Lydia and I, like, we usually get Starbucks and then we go to the con. So I'm sitting there with all the stuff and I have Lydia go grab the drinks just because it's easier. And she's like literally like standing behind Jeff Seltzer and Master Chief and has like no idea who they are. Like not as like they could just be like two random old dudes. No offense, they're a little older, but like they're two old dudes just like sitting chilling. And I think I text. I don't know if it was you, Charlie, or it was Sarah, but I was like, dude, Lydia's literally sitting behind Master Chief, and then I was like, it's like permission to leave the station for what purpose, Master Chief? Caramel map frappuccino. It was just funny. It's so fucking funny, dude. And she had no idea. But
oh my god.
But no, that was for Comic Palooza. And then this one is arguably like it was such a like a blindside thing for me. So like you guys know this, and so like, I've said this, but like maybe not on this pod. Sly Cooper is like my video game. It's my favorite video game of all time. It's what made me want to be a game designer. Like it's the catch pajamas. And at Classic Game Fest, which is like the biggest retro convention in Texas, I'm a vendor there, and I'm setting up. And I've met a few people through the convention, so they like come up and talk to me if they're doing it. And she was like, "Oh," she saw a Sly Cooper bottle because I do some Sly Cooper merch. She was like, "Oh, did you know the art director is going to be here?" And he did like the art for the first 3 games. And like I like almost like it's almost like she like hit like the what I don't know what the phaser thing in Men in Black when like
Yeah,
like
Damn it.
she literally said that, and like I was just like, what in the heck did you just say to me? Because usually it's like an actor, right? Like usually you get like, oh, the voice actor of Sly or like something like that. But like art is like art video game, like in video games is like what I want to do like with my life and stuff like that. So like to meet the art director for my favorite game of all time, so I like lost my mind. Like I went somehow I managed to wait till Saturday to go over there and talk to him, but I ended up getting my Sly Cooper 2. This is one from my childhood.
Oh, man.
So I got his
PS2 baby.
his autograph, and then I got his wife. Apparently, he originally said she was
Wow.
the environment artist, but I think what he meant was she was like, so it's Sly Cooper, as you can tell on the back, it's very like comic book like esque. It's very even with these like so many different colors and like different tones. She was like the color theory, like environment art. So make all the environments have like harmonious colors and like really sell the comic book aesthetic. And I had to like not like beg, but I was like, please sign the because she was like, oh no, I don't want to sign. She's like, I wasn't like a big part of it. I was like, please sign this. I had to like kind of beg her a little bit to get the autograph, but like dude was like so cool. And I was like telling him like I make Sly Cooper merch, and I was like, man, I was like, if I would have known, I would have made a cane and like had you sign it. And he was like, dude, you make Sly canes? And I was like, yeah, dude, like I totally make Sly canes. He's like, tell you what, he's like, he hands me his business cards. He's like, when you have another one made, he's like, message me and I'll buy one from you.
Yo!
And I was just
Wow.
like, dude, I was trying so hard not to cry. I was just like, don't cry.
That is
And I was
cool.
like, okay. I was like, I will make you that deal if I can send you a second one and you sign that and send it back to me. And he's like, oh, dude, deal. So he was like one of the coolest dudes ever. And he was telling me all like the stories. And he was saying like, yeah, he's like, we actually had like trouble hiring people for this game. He's like, nobody, it was like an unknown game at the time. Nobody wanted to work on it. I was just like, I was born in the wrong time period. I was like, no, I was like, but I got
being a PS2 game developer would be sick.
That is so free. Like, because
So many games.
here's the thing with Max and I is like another thing we talked about when we first met, because we were talking about PS2 games. I think when we first started talking.
Dude, we were hunting in Japan like a madman.
Yeah, I'm an Insomniac freak, so my PS2 childhood was Spyro and Ratchet and Clank, and you were the exact flip side of that with Jack and Dexter and Sly Cooper. It's like so cool, man. I am happy for you. That is amazing,
dude. It was like it literally just like blinds. I didn't even know he was there.
I was
Like,
Burnout and Grand Theft Auto.
Hey, dude. All
My
of those
childhood
games
was a little
that we
messed up.
are amazing. Yeah, dude, those games are awesome. But I got his like, so this is my favorite depiction of like Sly, Bentley, and Murray.
That's nice.
They're like getting caught by the, and he it says to Max, all the best, Dev. His name was Dev, and then I think
Oh, it's got the little symbol on the little raccoon too.
Yeah, it's got the little symbol, and he had one on the back too. He had like a sticker, but I took it off and put it on my fridge because we have like a sticker fridge. So I was like, oh, that's gonna be. But this is like this is something I want to sculpt one day, like make a 3D version of this, because this is just like, I don't know what called me to this image, but this is like my favorite one, and I'm glad I didn't wait till Sunday. I was like, oh, I'm gonna come back Sunday and get it, and then I was like, no. I was like, this shit's not gonna fucking be here, and sure enough, it was not. It was sold out on Sunday. But I got one of he has this portfolio piece, basically, and I'm gonna take it out. Sorry if it's gonna be. It's I got my lights on, so there might be a little bit of a glare, but it's his like personal. Yeah, it's his personal like thing, and it says when in doubt, jump and press the circle button, which is like something Bentley tells Sly like all the time. So I was like being a huge nerd about it. But he has, sorry, let me move this. He had custom stickers. Has like the Sly, Bentley, Murray,
Nice.
Carmelita, because he really liked Carmelita. And then he has like a little insert thing I'm not gonna show because I'm not gonna have you guys like sit here read the insert. But so it's Sly, Bentley, and Murray because they're all from an orphanage. Like that's like the beginning of the game. That's where they all meet and they pull off a cookie heist, and that's like their first heist. They want to steal the cookies from the orphanage so they can have them. Then we got, so this is Clockwork, the main bad guy, and like all, well, the first two games. But yeah, he's like the literally the gang leader that like hurts Sly's family, and he's like out after Sly's family and his heritage. Got the Panda King. All these are from the first game because he said that was his like favorite one. I kind of felt bad because I said the first game was like my least favorite out of the trilogy, and that was before I knew he really liked it. So I was like, oh, like shit. I was like, I'm just kidding. I love that game. It's great. I don't know. Miss Ruby, who she's like a voodoo swamp gator. This level is actually
I like
sick.
that
There's
design.
there's like a giant the sequence, she like shoots the buttons, the PlayStation buttons at you, so you know how to dodge the buttons, but you're like on this little like beam, and you're balancing and you're trying to do these like little dances as she's like kamehameha on you with like the X button or the triangle or the square. You got Mugshot, which is like a big old pit bull dog. He's got like Tommy guns. Very, very much. They modeled him after Biff from Back to the Future, but the Biff Land. You know, like in the second movie where they go and the timeline's all messed up. Like that's what this character is supposed to be. It's like Biff from Biff Land. And then Raleigh is the
President
first one.
Biff.
He's like a frog. He has like a giant weather machine, like you can see up here and stuff like that. Sorry if these are like not super clear. But and then here I'll show you the inside. Like this whole thing, like I was like, this is how you do a freaking portfolio, man. Like the entire thing's an art piece. So like this is like the inside with like Sly and Carmelita and stuff like that, and it has like a little thing. Like this dude like really like put in the work for this like little portfolio piece. And he had it. I kind of regret not getting it, but I already spent like a lot of money with him. But he had like a second issue Sly Cooper comic book that was like his from back because he was a comic book artist. And he had like, and it takes place in between 2 and 3. So like Bentley gets hurt in the second game and like ends up being like in a wheelchair. And like it's like Murray and Sly going to visit Bentley in the hospital, and like basically like kicks off the third game. And I didn't get it, but I was like, oh man, it's like I should have. But I think that's it for me. I think I didn't really get anything at Rebel ScumCon. I just kind of went to like see JT and see Wes and Nick, and that was
Nice.
Really, it was just shorter because
Was that just this past weekend, or when was that?
it was this past weekend. I wanted to get I'm blanking on her name, but the lady that voices Devin in Shadow Lords, but something came up and she had to leave.
Yeah,
She
Going
was,
to Fan Expo.
she was pretty swamped and tired too. I think they probably overbooked her or something.
Oh, I bet. I mean, because she just came off one of the hottest shows Star Wars has had in a while.
Yeah.
So
What's your favorite Sly Cooper thing you got out of all that? Was it
Oh,
the book?
my favorite? No, definitely. I mean, I love all the pieces, but dude, I mean, getting my childhood game signed by him and his wife, who also worked on the game. Now I'm trying to. That's the thing too, though, is like, it was a surprise to me because like the Sly Cooper cast doesn't really go and like do cons. Like they're not really convention people. So like to meet like the actual art director, I was like blown away. But I would like to get like the Sly, Bentley, Murray, the voice of Carmelita. But honestly, just having the art, because like literally he made me want to be a game designer. And I will be forever grateful for having that in my life, you know, and just like having that calling just like
Yeah.
pop up. And it was because I thought the back of this was, I was like, I saw this at Blockbuster and was like, oh, this looks freaking sick. I'm gonna go rent it. And it was because of his art. Like, this is him. You know, he did this. So then that's what I told him. I was like, dude, I'm forever grateful. I gave him like the little Sly Cooper. I make like little like the emblems like this. So I made one of these, except this is black and then his eyes are blue. That's like another. He has a couple different icons. And I gave one to him and his wife, and he was like, "Oh, dude," he's like, "Let me pay you for this." And I was like, "Dude, no." I was like, "You literally sparked like another generation of like video game designers." Like, and I know I'm not the only one, because I get people telling me they love Sly
That's
all
awesome.
the time, like at the cons and stuff.
Dude,
So,
I hope you get his hook cane signed.
dude, well, I'm waiting for my shop right now. Not my shop, though, the one that I work for. Because we cast stuff out of metal, so I'm gonna try to get the canes made out of actual like metal instead of having them resin printed.
Cool.
So I'm hoping I can get those done quickly, but we'll see. If not, I'll just resin print
I
them.
might need a Ratchet and Clank Omni wrench made out of metal.
Dude, that would be freaking sick. I would love to do that. He has like so many though. You'd have to like show me which one, because I know he has like
probably
like
from the first game.
from the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Like just the standard one.
We'll add a telescoping feature, because when you swing, it like extends briefly.
Dude, yeah, you could do something like a spring or like a slide or something like that. Maybe like not maybe like not a drawer slide, but something like the equivalent of that. You know how like people use drawer slides for like the hidden blades, like when they do Assassin's Creed cosplays.
Oh yeah.
Like a little. So that maybe we could do something like that. But
We'll
yeah,
make it work.
for sure. That'd be cool. But yeah,
Those
that's all I
games are
got.
on my PS2 bucket list, because I've got the Jack and Dexter games, but the Sly Cooper and what was the other one? I'm blanking.
Spyro and Ratchet.
Ratchet and Clank, because I've played Spyro for sure, but Ratchet and Clank I've
Ratchet
never
and Clank's
played either.
great. I mean, Spyro's great too, but Ratchet and Clank is a lot of fun too.
Spyro's
I would
weird.
say play if you're gonna get the Sly Cooper games and you get them. I would recommend playing 2 and then playing 3 and then going back to 1.
Yeah.
Just because like I don't want you to play 1 and then be like, "Ah, this isn't for me," because it's like
They
the first
changed it
of
up.
well, it's the first of its kind platformer. It's like literally you can tell like they're just coming off the PS1 vibes.
Well,
you know,
like the same as between Jack and Dexter, the precursor, and the next Jack games.
Yes, but also I think they add a
It
lot.
looked
I mean,
like Crash Bandicoot in the first one for sure.
yeah, they add a lot of quality of
Just
life
the way it
in the
moves
second game. But the Jack and Dexter, I think you could have one stand by itself and it still be like, I mean, not saying that one of Sly Cooper is bad. I would just say play the
Well, I just
second
meant
one.
like by the third one, the design's like totally different too.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I've got nearly like 100 PS2 games, so I'm also
Nice,
on the
dude. Hell yeah.
Isn't
I'm on
isn't
that
that
collector
weird?
hunt.
Isn't that weird? Like growing up as a kid, you had more physical games than you do now as an adult. Not just because of like physical media, but
not me.
oh, you have more newer games physically.
No, I've had to recollect what I used to have.
No,
I didn't
JT's saying like new video games that are coming out, not like your retro collection. Like
Oh.
you have more of your retro
Yeah.
collection than
Oh,
buying new video games.
My bad. I missed
Right?
that.
That's what you were saying?
Yeah. So like I mean, growing up as a kid, I had a bunch of PS2 games, and then I had a good amount of PS3, and then PS4 I have like I don't know 7 or 8 physical copies, and then
the
digitals.
generations get smaller as you get older.
Yeah. Not as iconic.
The
No.
PS2 is like crazy though.
Best console
Yeah.
era.
Insane.
Yeah, PS2 is the golden goose, man.
Like I'm an Xbox guy all the way, but PS2 was just that was the go.
I'm just a console gamer, man. That's what I say. Like,
Yeah.
I everybody's like, oh, Xbox or oh, PlayStation. I'm like, dude, I just love because I love the hell out of Xbox 360.
Dude,
That's probably my most.
we
You know,
bought-
PlayStation 2's
My sister and I bought an Xbox 360 when we were younger. We saved up our Christmas money to get Left 4 Dead. We bought the console just for Left 4 Dead 2. And then we had no other games on it. I think we got like Minecraft on it. But I mean, you could get Minecraft on everything. Left 4 Dead is Microsoft, you know, either PC or Xbox. And being a kid, only console gaming at the time, didn't really do PC gaming. That was the ticket. That was the way to get a hold of it. So
Yeah, I remember me and my sister would go up play like get up late at night and sneak out to the PS2 and play Fatal Frame because like I wasn't allowed to play it. It's like a ghost picture hunting game. It's insane. They're worth like hundreds of dollars now. I would never get it, and I would probably emulate it. But anyways, I can cut off the console talk there.
And
That I
we
continue.
can talk about that for hours. That's a whole other
Awesome
pod within
360
itself.
Max. Awesome.
But so those were the cons you went to. Did you have any different experiences as a vendor this time around, or did anything new come about?
I'm trying to think like off the top of my head. No. People were I noticed this year people were a little bit more like picky choosy. Like they have to be a little bit more picky choosy with what they like I personally have never done this, but like a lot of people like writing down like where the booth is, like the numbers and really being like, hey, I just got here, this is like the first pass. I also picked like a Comic Palooza. I picked like the worst spot because I picked it right by like the guest, all the guests and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that'll be an easy win. Everybody's gonna go to the guests and they'll stop by and see. And they didn't have walls up the year before, but I guess this year they put walls up. So I'm like sandwiched in between a wall and my vending thing's here, the wall's here,
oh, no.
and then the actors are on the other side. So I was just like, oh, this is like the worst spot now.
No.
But no, besides that, I mean, everybody's like I can't really think of anything like any bad experiences that I had or anything like that. You get some smelly people, but I mean, when you get that many people together and it's hot in Texas and stuff like that, it just kind of comes with the territory. But I guess that's the only negative is sometimes you get some stinky stinkertons.
Yeah, we got some stinkers in Toronto too. Don't worry,
No.
they're everywhere. They need to take a bath and go Scoobying again.
Scoobying,
dude.
Yeah, get in the water.
No, and no shade to anybody, but you can definitely sell some of those people like that's their event of the year, and then they crawl back into whatever goblin hole that they like reside in, and then they don't reemerge until that con the next year. Like it's definitely those kind of vibes. Which hey, like I'm all for like live your life the way you want to live your life, but like, ooh man,
I feel bad for some celebrities.
There's a little bit of etiquette.
There's some celebrities that are like they go to these cons and then they find those people that come out once a year. They're like, gotta smile through it.
And you gotta like hug them or whatever. And
photo
at least I have like a table.
Back split it. You're like, oh, God.
Oh man. But yeah. Nothing too crazy. Everybody's always super nice, and it's always like the reason why I do it a lot too. It's like the same reason why I make video games. Like you can see like somebody's eyes light up when they find something like from their childhood or like something nostalgic to them.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh no way! Like they'll see like like Sly Cooper gets it a lot. I guess Jack and Dexter, Dragon Ball Z stuff pops off a lot, and then obviously the Lego blasters that's like eye candy for everybody. If I had Lydia and I literally count. We have a tally mark. I have a little book where like I write down what I sell just so I can have a log. And we also have a little tally sheet where somebody either A, picks the gun up and shoots one of us or turns to their friend and shoots their friend. And you'd be surprised at how high that tally marker gets sometimes after a 3-day weekend.
Wow. I want one of those blasters eventually.
Dude. We'll make it work.
I like maybe the big ones.
Yeah, maybe when the tariffs can drop
funny.
and you don't have to spend $8,000 just to get a blaster, we'll get you one.
Dude, that's why
celebration.
That's why I cosplay Star Killer as well, like for the same reason, just like making people happy, man. Like even though my visibility is like this, I still
can't see anything.
I still see people screaming, Star Killer, and
yeah,
it's cool. That's a cool feeling. Man.
Well, it's cool to see it from behind too, because like that sounded wrong, but when you're walking around and like, because like I can see everything, right? When you're because I'm not in a helmet or anything like that. So like in Japan, it was like, see, yeah, it's like, what did he say? But like in Japan, like I felt like it was always like we're like, oh, Star Killer, stuff like that. So it is a cool thing to like experience.
You and I would sit, like, someone would come up to us and be like, yo, can we take a picture? And be like, yeah. And as soon as they walk away, someone else comes up and asks the same thing. So one person wanting to take a picture turned it into like a 5-minute photography event where people just keep coming up and shoo.
Oh, dude, we're not even ready for celebration. You're gonna be Star Killer. I'm gonna do Maul. Like, we're gonna get freaking mogged, dude.
You're doing Maul?
Yeah, and Lydia's doing Devin.
Oh,
Shadow
nice.
Lord. So I'm gonna get the height is like
some
perfect.
robot
She's
legs.
Small. Yeah, I'm gonna get some. I think in the new one he has boots. He had like the robot legs in Clone Wars, but I think in Shadow Lords he has like biker boots or something.
You gotta get that.
He gets his
saber cut.
He gets his thigh cut. I was just gonna say, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Get a little electronic kit that makes it like spark, like makes your leg like.
Yeah. I think one thing that I am gonna try to do that like would separate me from like other people that do Maul is I am gonna try to do the Clone Wars like brushed
cartoon
texture.
style,
yeah. So like
Nice.
I'm gonna like actually like texture my.
that.
I've done a couple helmets that like I haven't posted or shown anybody in like the Clone Wars style, but I think between Lydia and I getting like a few pigments and just like continuing, you just have to layer it and like continue to layer. But I'm gonna try to do the Clone Wars aesthetic for the paint itself. So it'll be fun.
Sarah's having a personal vendetta against Team Stinky.
I was looking at that. I was like,
what's in that? I didn't see.
You can read it at your leisure there.
Poor people would have like, can I get a selfie? Oh, okay.
My eyes.
And get the Febreze ready next time you go to a convention too.
I know. I just need to put it in like a cute like Lego blaster, so I'll like pretend to shoot people, but it'll be like
Like
you know, like
thing.
you know those little like air guns, little poof. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I just need to put Febreze in it. Just poof.
I was literally about to say
you can snipe people with that. That'll go pretty far.
Is that like what they used to blow like big smoke circle things with? Like
yeah. Or I'll get a drone. I'll have a drone like with a 3D printed arm.
You can get a selfie if you take a thing of Axe body spray, but it's going to cost you.
Sarah's that she's that blue fish in SpongeBob when SpongeBob has like the onion breath or whatever. And he says SpongeBob would be like the normal con goer that's thinking, I hope my horrible ugliness doesn't affect you. She's like, not at all, boy. And they're like the eyebrows. Damn it.
Yeah, everyone's face like scrunches up when they smell them.
Deep fried.
So yeah, maybe that's a good place to cut it off again.
Yes, sir.
And we'll throw the leftover.
Real quick.
Oh.
You're still on me. Because Rebel ScumCon.
Oh, Max.
Shout out
Rebo.
to Lydia for getting a Max
That's
Rebo
amazing.
cutout and the Darth Vader one. That was my Rebel ScumCon purchases, and he looks like he's zooted, man. His eyes
The
are
greatest
so red.
rock star in Star
Like,
Wars history.
We looked it up because I was like, I'm pretty sure Max Rebo's eyes aren't red. Like, I'm pretty sure they're just like solid black. And this guy, the guy that did, he had a lot of really cool acrylic pieces, but he made it zooted Max Rebo.
Hey, he's a jizz musician, man. You
Yeah,
know,
bro.
you know how they are.
You got to get it where you can, I guess. I don't know.
And has for no reason has the
Smoking all that
silkiest
spice.
voice in the Lego game for no reason at all.
100%.
What's
That's
up,
funny.
baby girl?
Just like voiced by Bruce Campbell or something.
But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to derail. That was my one thing from Rebel ScumCon that I didn't.
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't share.
So I think JT wanted to talk about Rebel ScumCon, and ICCC was the other one he went to this year.
Yeah, you know what? I
went to it
also
last year and I missed it this year.
I went to Lexington Con too. I don't think I've been on since we've even talked about that, so I can share like a little bit from that because it is still kind of in like a haze. That was in April, and then this was probably a really big grail of mine, just of the sentiment of it.
Yeah.
So I met Nolan North and Steve Bloom, who plays Dempsey and Richtofen in COD Zombies. And when I found out that Tom Kane was going to Lexington Con, I had to get him to also sign the bottle. And you can see his signature is kind of wiggly because, I mean, the dude had a stroke. So here's the deal. He had a stroke during COVID, and it forced him into retirement from voice acting, and that broke a lot of people's hearts, mine included. And essentially, Lexington Con was the first convention in, what was it, 5 or 6 years since he last, participated with fans. And that dude he was pretty frail, and he had a little stamp with his autograph, like an autograph stamp that he was doing for people. And he only showed up the last 2 days, and there were some pre-signed autos on his table that he did from way back when. But I walked up to him with the bottle. I'm like, oh, you know what? Like, I don't want to put you in a spot, that you don't think you want to sign or anything like that. At least if I could just, get a picture with you holding it, that is enough sentimental value for me. He says, no, I want to try. I'm like, do whatever you want to. I literally don't even care. Do whatever you want to. So he tried writing his name, and then I came in the Starkiller costume the next day with him. I'm like, yeah, you signed my bottle yesterday. Gave him a fat dap up with my claw hand, and he's like, wow, like he was blown away by my costume, because I'm like, not a lot of people know that you are Kento Merrick. You are Galen Merrick's dad. So this is a huge moment, like the Force Unleashed history. You know what I mean? Just that, and he's a bunch of other voices
Tom
too
Kane
in Star
is
Wars.
major Star Wars.
He's
legend.
royalty.
Yeah, for sure. He's been knighted by the Star Wars community as one of the greatest, and rest in peace.
Yeah, dude.
I was playing the pod racing PS2 video game while we're talking about PS2. I was playing that he narrates when I learned the news, and I was like, no frickin' way. I'm literally like playing the game that he's literally talking to me between every round, and then I look down at my phone and read the news. I was like devastated. I was like, dude, no way. And yeah, I was like so happy he got to go to that convention too. I'm glad you brought that up.
Wolf Yularen, he's Yoda. He's not just Yoda in the 08 Clone Wars. He's Yoda in the 03 Clone Wars, in the Revenge of the Sith video game. He's essentially Yoda when they can't get Frank Oz. And director Isaac Stern, the officer inside of the ATST in the Force Unleashed, dude, he was so many different roles. And it's just, when I got back from the con and I heard like weeks later that, he passed, man, that was not what I needed to hear. But I'm glad I acted on it when I did, because that was the selling factor of me even going out. Like, my buddies were like, dude, you going to Lexington Con? They got some cool guests. I know your favorite bounty hunter is Dirge. I'm like, yeah, like, but flying. Tom Kane's going? Sold. I don't even care, dude. I don't care if you guys go. This could be a personal trip for me just to make sure that I get this, because I need to get this. The whole reason I even started doing cons was because I missed out on two people. Meeting Christopher Lee and meeting Carrie Fisher. I will never be able to do that. And that has awoken something in me that, like, I have to get this checklist done for me, for my sake, for my childhood's sake. And other people that, I didn't know I need along the way, which just makes the convention that much more better. But in other words, too, I got my Dirge drapes signed. So this goes underneath the clipping of the Dirge helmet. And I had Darren Norris sign it. So now I have James Arnold Taylor and Darren Norris, and he wrote Laugh Growl, and he also voices Ki-Adi-Mundi in the 03 Clone Wars. And he wrote Laugh Growl because, Dirge doesn't have any speaking lines. He's just a quiet Gendai species that just kind of regenerates all the time. I also met
explodes.
I also met Jamie King. And Jamie King voices Aura Singh in the 08 Clone Wars. Nice. But I had her sign my one of my personal, favorite comic book series of all time is Republic. And Aura Singh in the EU in that story is a Jedi that ends up leaving the Order. And she signed that for me. We got some cool photos. And that's another thing, too, like all these cons and stuff. I got photos and whatnot that Percy could be bringing up, but I obviously I don't have Instagram, so it might be harder for him. But I have TikTok and whatnot. But yeah, dude, Lexington.
I don't have TikTok, sadly.
You need to get TikTok, man.
I can pull up.
Stay connected.
I can pull up Max's photos, but I don't know if
I have. Yeah.
This is my portfolio of like a lot of things that I collect, and Lexington Con, provided that. So I gotta flip through and actually see what I remember getting from what convention, because it's all out of order. But
Yeah, they mesh together in your head a bit sometimes.
yeah, like this one, I met Tara Strong, who's the voice of Truffles,
Nice.
and
Oh, yeah.
Chowder is a big cartoon for me.
That's probably
growing
her
up
most
watching that.
well-known character by far. Yeah.
But and that's another thing too is like I walked up to her not thinking that she would charge for like voice clips too, because I already met Mindy Sterling, who did Endive from Chowder, and I'm like, would it be cool if I did like an impression or whatever? And she's like, oh, I'm under a contract with the con and everything like that. As soon as the handler walks away, she's like, dude, just pull out your camera, do it really quick. So I got a video. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got like a 10-second video, impression of me and Tara Strong doing that. So it's just like so cool. Sometimes they break the rules to make you happy. I got Reno Romano, who voices Revan.
Oh, yes.
He was super cool. Met him in my Star Killer gear, and I was like, there's a point of contention with who's more powerful in the EU. And he says, yeah, I know I'm Star Killer. I'm like, but do you know Nihilus? Because he kind of like trumps both of us. He's just like too OP to even mention. Dude eats planets. But yeah, it was fun meeting him. Apparently, Reno Romano also voices. You guys seen Halloween Town? Disney's Halloween Town. He voices the taxi driver.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Yeah, get out of here, stupid kid. Yeah. I'm like, what? I saw the prints on his table. I'm like, no freaking way, dude. I heard your voice. I don't even know it. I got D. Bradley Baker to do Rex and the Clones, and then I had Tamora Morrison to do Army of the Republic.
Oh, cool.
Kind of.
Oh, that's another side note, JT. You just reminded me. So, D. Bradley Baker is the voice of the Flood. Did you guys know that?
That's a big worm guy.
Yeah,
I do know that.
Yeah, he's the voice of like I think he does it in 3 too. He's like the voice of like the Flood when it's talking to you. So that was another Xbox autograph I need. But I didn't even
Gravemind.
I didn't even know. Yeah, he's Gravemind. I was like,
Crazy.
what the
Exactly.
heck? Sorry, JT, continue. I didn't mean to.
No, you're all good.
Yeah, he's an amazing voice actor.
Yeah, that dude's a chameleon. I mean, same with like Tara Strong and Steve Bloom. Like these people have
Harley
done
Quinn,
like insane amount of roles here.
Yeah.
Okay, and then for Lexington Con, I think that was it. Yeah. So then I got Carol Da Silva in ICC Con.
Handmade.
She's Rabe, and if you know the EU lore of the character, Rabe is actually Padme's best friend. Not even just in EU, in real life. Like Natalie Portman and her would like email each other and like send each other stuff in the mail, go to VIP events. So, the double Keira Knightley's character Sabe gets all the credit for being the handmaiden behind Padme, but Rabe's the one. And I showed her that she was in a video game. She's in Star Wars Jedi Power Battles in Episode 4, the Dreamcast port. Her picture's on the bottom of the game, and I'm playing it before I went to ICC. I'm like, dude, what? I take a picture, and when I go up to meet her with my friends, I'm like, do you know you're in a game? And she's like, what? She's Brazilian, right? She's like, what? I don't even understand this. Like, what are you talking? And I showed her a picture. She's like, yes, I am in a game. Like, I was like, what? I'm like, I got to teach her something. And then she gave me a free auto from that too. And just because I was so passionate about that, my friends also got to leech off of some of that joy too. So she gave us all free autos. And this is one, she says, help, thank you for saving me, because that's
like
what
postcard.
Yeah, that's what she says in the game. Well, she doesn't say it. Gray Delisle voices her
in the game.
The,
Is that what all the handmaidens say as when you're trying to get them?
She's just.
I know the mission that they're in.
Yeah, you need to save 9 of them, or the level just resets because you're bad at the game or something.
Top tier game, yeah. For
sure. Yeah, she's in the dream. So in the PS1 port, it's just like a side profile, just like poorly pixelated version. But the Dreamcast port is literally just
it's just her picture. That's
she
so
represents
funny.
all of them. Yeah, she's at
There
the
you
bottom
go.
of the level the whole time. And then I got Nelson Hall, who was one of the Boba Fett stand-ins, and he drew a little Boba Fett helmet. But this is him inside of Utapau, because he's an ILM guy too.
Cool.
And then I also have him. I'm like, could I just get a free blank print at your table, because I like to collect niche, behind the scenes art. And he was like, yeah, like that question kind of like made him like, okay, like nobody has ever asked him that or something. I don't know. So I got him building the Treepa Hive in Geonosis,
Oh, nice.
Attack of the Clones, and then this one I have Howie Weed, who was the Wampa in Empire Strikes Back. Because in the original cut of
Poor
the
guy.
movie, they just had a small puppet when he jumps out at Luke and then a hand swiping. But in the special edition, they added the scenes where the Wampas eating a Tauntaun in the cave and everything like that, and Luke fights him and whatever. And then I got a
Did
blank.
you ask him if he survives or what?
He unfortunately does not survive. He
does not
dies.
survive
Yeah.
losing an arm.
Like
in-
10 minutes later, he bleeds out, unfortunately. But he was also, ILM guy, build maquettes and digitize and stuff. So I got a print of the droids on the stabs from him.
Ooh.
And then that's for ICC. Oh yeah, and also on ICC, I got Carol De Silva's contact information, like her WhatsApp phone number. So I'm gonna, when she's free in early September, plan like a podcast and interview kind of deal, and
nice.
reminisce and everything. I got to teach her lightsaber stuff for like 6.5 minutes. On the phone. It's pretty cool. Also, Michael Carter, the guy that was Bib Fortuna, and Stephen Constantino, who was one of the Gamorrean guards. I got a video recreation of me walking through the doors, like force choking the Gamorrean guard out of the way, and then I walk up to Michael Carter. I'm like, "You will bring Captain Solo and the Wookiee to me." And he says, he did the day one on Wonga and everything like that. So I had to recreate a little. Nobody else has got that, man. You can't do those things at large conventions,
Yes, Steven was at the last one when I was there too.
Yeah, I think he's buddies with Mike where he can get away with being a regular. But yeah, man, I mean ICC can't.
He's in one of the bands that play there all night.
Big music guy. Yep.
Yeah.
So then I can move on to Rebel ScumCon, and like Max, I mean, you see my portfolio, like I showed you some autos, but that is full of photo ops. I'm a big photo op person. I'm not crazy into autos, but there are autos that I realized would be cool if I ended up, getting them. And today, or this year has been, I would say, my auto year as well. So I met Amy Allen, Ayla Secure, and she signed my comic book. The blue really pops on that.
Yeah,
It was,
I feel like that's rare.
It was between that or her first comic book appearance, which is sitting over there on the floor over there. But I liked that, that cover because it's her. You know what I mean?
Is that the one where she falls in love with Kit Fisto, or is that a different one?
No, so the early continuity of the comic books when the prequels are coming out is that she's the apprentice of Quinlan Vos and Kit Fisto is the lover. Yeah, that is true.
Aliens.
Then I had Nalani Krishan, who plays Barriss Offee.
Cool.
And this isn't the voice actress for the 03 Clone Wars. It's like she was Barriss in Attack of the Clones, like the actual person that was in costume.
Dude, that's so funny that that's a free comic book. That's what it said on it, right?
Yeah,
because mine says, I guess that was just they did that nationwide, because I also got that the free comic.
Free comic book day. It literally is free comic. Like you go to a comic book store and they just give you it for free if you ask for it.
That's crazy. I just didn't know it was that widespread. That's so cool.
Yeah, they do other free comic book days per issues, but I mean this is there's no other comic book in that era of Dark Horse that came out where Barriss Offee was on the cover, and I wanted her to sign one, so I got that done. And then speaking on that same note, there's no other comic book out there that had Yaddle on it besides one, and that is her first appearance ever. So I had Bryce Dallas Howard sign that.
Nice.
And she saw me in my Starkiller gear, and she's like, Gwen Stacy from Spider-Man 3, Jurassic World kind of deal.
Baddie.
That was pretty cool. And then I met Shannon McRandall, who is, and there's a story behind this. She is the model for Mara Jade. There is no live action or animated, cartoon of Mara Jade.
Card, you mean?
Yeah, she actually, Lucasfilm approved, dressed her up in costume, and made her look like Mara Jade back in the day. I met her, and dude, she was probably one of the nicest people.
That's cool.
I think top 5 easily nicest celebrities I've ever met. Easily, without even thinking about it, without even giving a legitimate listing. Like, dude, she was so awesome. She was like, "Oh my gosh, can you send those to me on Facebook?" I'm like, "I don't have Facebook." And then I got her contact information as well for another potential podcast interview. She was
Cool.
so sweet. But the story behind this comic was that they added her to Rebel ScumCon last second, and I'm like, "Oh, dude, that kind of bums me out because had I known she was going, I would have brought my own comic book." So I'm walking around the con in my gear, and I was like, I'm trying to ask people, I'm like, "Do you have Mara Jade issue 4? I love this comic book cover. I didn't bring mine. Do you have one?" And the dude that I asked was like, "No," but the lady next to me that was shopping at his booth was like, "Oh yeah, I have an extra one. What do you want to buy it?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I do. I think I do want to buy it." And then she met up with me the next day. She brought it, and I'm like, you clutch, like literal life saving. Like that's so I got that signed, and now I have an extra copy I gotta send to my buddy. But yeah, just amazing. And I think that's it for. I mean, I have these last couple ones here. I met Kim Smith, who was one of the painters for the droids, in Attack of the Clones, and she also built the Stap at ILM. And dude, the Stap is like a signet of my childhood when it comes to like the prequels and everything like that. Just the idea of the droids on those like hovering bikes is
I love when Anakin like steals those things and flies them in the Clone Wars. Like that's
oh yeah, the
I
Citadel
think
arc.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think I can remember Mace Windu doing the same thing at one point too.
probably.
It's
And
that thing's sick.
then I had a picture with all of the island people, which I was definitely not supposed to get. But the guy from ICC, Dominic, shout out to Dominic, he is the talent manager for a lot of these ILM people. And
Oh yeah.
I went up to Rose Dwignan. I think I mispronounced her last name. Rose Duigman or something. She worked directly with George Lucas and was like one of those like high producer people. And she was telling me some crazy stories at her booth. Like, I remember when they first told us that Luke Skywalker was the son of Vader, like in the private like staff meeting, and it blew my mind. I'm like, that blew your mind, and you're working on the thing. Like, that's how close knit the secret was, and it's like cinematic history. You got to experience that. So there's like a bunch of
Wow.
8x10s at her booth where she's with George Lucas and surrounded by a bunch of props and everything. And I talked to her in my costume. I'm like, would be able to get a picture? I was thinking like, if not just with you, like if we can get one with all of them, because I know Kim does free pictures, and she says, yeah. She gets up, she asks Dominic, and then she walks over and she's like, come on over here in front of the thing. So where do you want us? I'm like, what do you mean? Wait, what? We're doing? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, come on, guys, get up. We're getting ready for a picture. She tells the other ILM people stand up for a picture. I'm like, okay, it's working. I don't have to individually ask all of them. She just kind of did it.
Nice.
And yeah, one of them was a matte painter. Some of them worked on the prequels, just like really cool ILM stories. Like we were talking to the one guy, John Goodman, I think. I gotta actually look at his name. Right, John Goodson. Yeah, not John Goodman, not Sully from Monsters Inc. John Goodson. This dude worked on the prequels, but he also worked on the new Mandalorian and Grogu movie. And we were asking, we're like, yeah, it was pretty wild, seeing the Razor Crest being blown up, because that's like the ultimate like bounty hunter looking, personal ship. And he says, so it's actually funny because when they brought that back, they told me they wanted yellow. And I said the N1 Starfighter yellow was too bright and it didn't really work out. And, they kind of took that up the ladder and they agreed with him. And he says, I have a better idea for a yellow. He told us that he used the exact same color yellow on the Mandalorian's Razor Crest that they did on in Attack of the Clones, Anakin and Obi-Wan, the little buggy that they're riding in Coruscant when they're chasing Zam Wessel. That same, not just the same shade of yellow, the same can of paint that they used from way back in the day was used on the Mandalorian ship. It's like, what the crazy, man. Like, just cool stories you wouldn't be able
That belongs in a museum.
Exactly. Then we drop off my one buddy from the airport, and I knew something fanboys related was going to happen, because we wanted to get like a picture of like all four of the fanboys, like the director and everything too, in front of like their replica van. and then I'm hanging out at the Saber Company's booth. I'm talking to Wes and Nick, and I'm just kind of like promoting the company. I'm just like, walking, Aurora Farming, walking around, pacing back and forth, and this cool guy Damien that's working for them walks up to me. He's like, "Yo, dude, super cool costume. We got to get our Anakin, and Starkiller pictures." So I got some stuff with him, and he's like, "Yeah, man, we actually just sold our last one. We got one more. We just sold the last one to that guy." And I walk up, I would tap him on the shoulder with the claws, and he turns around. He's like, "Whoa, dude, super cool." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm getting out of costume, unfortunately." But he's like, "Oh, meet up with you later, or something like that. Tell me about like." So I'm like jumbling everything to try to like remember the story here. Essentially, I came back, and when I found him again, he showed me his lightsaber that he just got. I'm like, "Yeah, I actually have a Star Killer of my own." And he says, "Dad." He turns his dad around, and it's Sam Huntington from Fanboys. I'm like,
Oh
Hey.
man, he worked with Sam Witwer. Damn
I'm,
it.
I'm like, "What, dude? Like, that's your dad?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude." And his son's name is Charlie, by the way.
Good name.
And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I was just in my gear. I wish you would have caught me early." He says, "Dude, I would have totally taken a picture of it." I'm like, "Well, like, I met Sam. Like, I love Star Killer. Star Killer's my dude." He's like, "You like Sam? I worked with Sam on stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, he
Being
actually
human.
did this. Him and David Collins did this." And he says, "Can I take a picture of that and send it to Sam?" I'm like, "Yes, you can."
No
Let's
way.
do it. So he did that, and he says, "Do you mind if I send it though?" Because I told him last year I got it, but I haven't shown them, him and David Collins, that I actually went through and got it done. I'm like, "Dude, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna see them at the end of the month here. Go ahead, spoil it. You can send it directly. That's gonna help the interaction actually, because then I'm gonna go up to Sam and be like, 'Yo, did Sam Huntington send you that picture of me or whatever?'" So I'm like, "Yes." So I'm like, crazy idea, but would it be cool if I walked over, in front of your like booth if there's nobody around and just started like spinning lightsabers and stuff like that? And he says, "Of course. Why not?" I'm like, so I look over at Damien. I'm like, "Come here." And he says, "Yo, what's going on?" And I says, "So this is my buddy Sam." we like do that, and he says, "Dude, grab one of your sabers. We're gonna go over there." And we're doing lightsaber tricks in front of his booth. And Bryce Dallas Howard is over there, got a big line of people. John Boyega's right there, and we're in the middle of the thing, and we're doing like tricks and like showing off in front of him. He's recording the whole thing, and it's like a no meta glasses zone. But Sam's got his own glasses on and his phone. He's double recording both of us. It's super cool. And then I'm teaching his son some tricks too. So we did like the walking Obi Annie and like the lockup like that. And for doing that, he was like, "Dude, you want something signed?" I'm like, "I don't." I kind of financially planned this trip to be specific. He's like, don't worry about it. So he just said to JT, "Thanks for the tips, for the lightsaber stuff." So I got some
Cool.
footage to that, and
That's cool.
yeah, sent it to his son Charlie, and we're gonna be in the talks for that as well. And then the last thing for Rebel Scum, which was actually the second day after we were meeting a lot of the content creators, was Boonta Eve, the karaoke night, and I sung 46 and 2
Nice.
by Tool. And I was actually on stage. I was like doing like the actual like the Maynard, like the like the and then my buddy Sklee, he's about, I don't know, 7 vodka Red Bulls deep, so he's a little liquid couraged up too. But it was a fantastic time. Met a lot of cool people. And yeah, that was my first ever Rebel Scum Con, and I would definitely like to come back again and repeat it for sure.
Nice. Yeah, that's sweet, man.
Yeah, and Max too. Like I just briefly got to meet Max, but we at least got a picture out of it too. But there was so many content creators there with how many pictures and stuff, because a lot of even the other content creators, like, they didn't get as many videos, and they'll tell you, like, within their vlogs, like, we were so living in the moment that we all forgot to get videos because we were just taking pictures with people. So like, even with how many pictures I was taking in costume and meeting different content creators, there's still some people that went that I wish I would have met up with and got more content with. Because we were just staying busy. Like we did Dave and Buster's one night and like an after party event. There was just a lot going on. And on top of it too, being 6 hours on Saturday and 4 hours on Sunday, I was 10 hours
Nah.
total in my Star Killer gear in 103-degree Texas heat, and it was so hot. It was so hot in that leather gear that it actually
Jeez.
melted the glue on the
No.
Velcro from my corset. It didn't break it, but it was literally, it was
Dude,
like, it
no,
was
that
tacky.
room was ridiculously hot. When I went in there on Sunday, like I literally stepped in the room and I had like my Anakin gears. Like it's not as bad as yours, but it still got multiple layers, and I like instantly started sweating.
Yeah, people were asking me like, JT, I don't know how you do it. I'm like, this is how I do it. I forget I'm hot. You just have to forget, because if your mind is on it, you're gonna freak out. And that's
Yeah.
another thing too. Like you get so hot to the point where you kind of use it to fuel the character. So I'm walking around the con as Starkiller, basically with my back hunched forward, you know, walking long armed, because there's a thick stream of sweat dripping down my back, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
so that's that. And on top of it, I can't see, and I have claws, and my shoulder movement is restricted. I am in a hot sarcophagus. So
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like thick
Love
leather.
with the craft.
I've
Love
helped.
with the craft.
I've helped you in and out of that thing. It's not a fun.
it's
folks.
it's definitely one of those type of costumes like Vader that you need like a buddy as a cosplay
Oh,
manager.
it's
you know, to like
definitely
clear
as
the way.
intricate as a Vader costume for sure.
Yeah, well, because I can't see stuff too, you know, and I'm a scratching.
Yeah, those
It's like
eye
anytime you add
slit
a
is so
helmet, it's
small.
like you got to have somebody that like helps you, because the helmets just aren't visible at all.
I like my Kanan mask because it just literally blocks my vision. I can't see.
Dude, so I don't. This is such an aura-farming picture, but I hate
miss
that
that
my
tree.
belt is too low.
I
It
can't even
bugs-
tell.
It bugs. Well, it's just because I've spent so long looking at it. That's why there's like a bulge like above it, like where the tabards are, because my belt is sitting too low. And I'm like, damn,
Hey,
it's such an
bulge.
aura farm picture. But I was like, my belt's too low. It
Hashtag
bugs me too
nice
much.
bulge. Dude.
Yeah. Hashtag nice
I
bulge.
just had
Oh,
to
we
show
run
the
around-
Star
No, we
Killer
have one,
outfit because of the.
Percy, if you go, there's one of us. That's celebration, but there is
Yeah.
one of us at
I was-
if you
Is
scroll
this
down.
the
No, scroll one more down. So it's all of us right there.
here?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
that's all of us. Dude.
Nice.
Oh yeah, dude. That's another thing too. Since I'm not on Instagram, I can't see when people post me and comment about me. So this is
Yeah,
like
it's weird
this is
because
like
like
a
I can
treat for
post
me.
I can post everybody else, but I can't. I'm just like everybody else, and then I'll put in the comments and JT just because I can't tag you.
I
anymore.
appreciate it. It's still, I still, even though I'm not, you know, I'm on TikTok, but when people still post me on Instagram, I do ask at least that my name is still gotten out there, because I do still network at the cons and stuff. Like if people want to
For
go find
sure.
me, if they like the interaction they have with me in my Starkiller gear, they want to find me later, you know, because I don't have business cards. I would hope that, you know, my buddies and stuff would still tag JT Lovecraft, you know, just at least getting the name, you know, still out there. But yeah, I do it for like what you said, the love of the craft. It's worth sweating over it because it puts smiles on people's faces.
Absolutely. That's my favorite part about doing it. I mean, I have the Thing costume, and I've like, luckily the head's big enough. I've put a couple fans in there, but
Nice.
it's still just like I'm wearing hockey equipment, and then like a bunch of other crap
lifts,
to
too.
buff myself out, and then I'm I've got like giant feet that I'm clomping around with. I wish I had more mobility. I think that's like the next upgrade. Maybe I'll change the boots eventually, make them more.
Yeah, you're on like you're
mobile.
on like mini stilts. Like it's like a small platform that you built in the shoe.
Yeah, if I like lift my foot too high off the ground, it's like, oh boy, he's coming down with that foot. So I kind of like scoot along with like hovering my feet above the ground when I walk. That's why I'm so slow. And if I was stomping around, it would probably hurt my feet. But I'll do it for like a video or pictures. I like to do like it's clobbering time, and throw out the foam fists and the Hulk hands.
And I wish I have my, you know, Nightcrawler ready, so I could at least be Marvel cosplaying, you know, with you. But that's like, you need buddies to cosplay with too. Like I love doing
if
it
you do
and having.
Nightcrawler, we gotta like me
Dude,
and
I'll
my
do
girlfriend
Wolverine. I'll do
we're
Wolverine.
Cyclops and Jeans, so you guys can be part of the X-Men for sure. That would be lit.
Get some metal claws.
I see, as I have many times, never again.
Oh,
Move against
dude.
each
So I
other.
actually had a funny interaction with I had never met that guy. And sorry, I'm blanking on his name right now because like I hadn't met him. But he was like, yes, good, good. And I was like, oh yeah, that's it. Nerdy
Is he the
geek.
guy from like the videos or whatever?
No, this is a different. He actually has a really sick Dooku
He-
cosplay too.
Is that the one that had the light up orange eyes?
I
There was a
don't think
Palpatine
so.
there that had like little orange rings for his eyes.
Oh, that's I
And
don't.
they,
Yeah,
they actually lit up.
I don't think that was him because I think that's
Look
something I
like
would
you're
have noticed.
cracking up there, actually.
Well, no, I'm laughing because like I was like, oh, I was like, we should do the scene from the Revenge of the Sith video game, like the alternate ending where Anakin like stabs Palpatine. He's like, what? He's like, I didn't sign up for this. Like it was like a really funny.
No, the galaxy belongs to me.
Yeah, the freaking alternate ending where Anakin just like rules everything.
He's
Yeah,
like,
I was like,
I'm
"Alright,
Robot
fine."
Chicken Palpatine. What are you talking about?
I love that it looks like you're cracking up because in your mind it's like Anakin's like, dude, Obi-Wan is
stab
so
him.
boned. I've been saving this for years for a rainy day.
He's like, this power upgrade's gonna be lit.
Yeah, at one of these points, I'll actually bring like the Anakin saber, but I don't know. I like doing the Lego sabers so much, and everybody gets a kick out of them when I bring the Lego sabers.
Yeah, the Lego sabers are lit.
Yeah, my
Almost-
hair's
almost
not on
better
point
than
'cause I cut
normal
my
ones.
hair, but everything else is Anakin. Oh, I don't have a scar either in my contacts messed up. I got to get new contacts for celebration. And then,
Yeah, you were talking to Damien at the Saber Company, and that's when he was in his Anakin cosplay, but his was a little bit darker. And you were like, "Yeah, I
Yeah.
love the espresso brown" or something. Like that.
yeah, well, because like I know everybody says that Anakin had black rose, but like if you go and look at the costuming,
It
in
is
Revenge of the
brown,
Sith,
yeah.
it's like it's like it's almost so brown that it is black. That's why I say like espresso brown, but it's like
Yeah.
you can literally see like the fabrics, and like I wanted to be is like I'm not
I
like,
don't do the trick, but the brown is more accurate. Yeah. for sure.
yeah.
I didn't see
I
that
mean,
there's more on
in
the
his
side.
cosplay, yeah, his cosplay looked great too. I thought he because he was like, oh, he's like your cosplay is better. I'm like, dude, your cosplay is awesome. Like it's not about who's better. You're like we're just cosplaying and having fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to remake his I need to make my belt darker because it's too light of a brown for the espresso that I have in his front pouch. But yeah,
So see the top of where Vader's helmet is in that little slant area.
yeah.
So when I was inside of that cardboard box, I thought to like grab that piece of cardboard there because I
nice.
was like coming out of the box and it was like, stay right there. That is sick. And I'm like, this lightsaber that I'm holding is on loan. It's not even mine. They're letting me borrow it for the cosplay contest, so, which I've never been a part of one. But that was a cool experience
Oh, that's
too.
cool.
My
I don't
friends
think
are
they
like-
had that last year, so that's cool.
My friends are like, you definitely got gypped. You should have been up there in top 3. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Paper mache Grievous can win. My friends telling me that my cosplay is good is enough for me.
A funny one always has to make the top 3. It's the rule of law.
Yeah.
You know what it is? You know what it is too? Is like I think
And
the
they're
second,
good too. Funny
second
does not
place-
mean bad.
but second place was like they announced electronic Boba Fett, and there were 2 Boba Fetts that had a light up
Uh-oh.
chest piece. So I
Oh.
think just
So they
Chris
fought. They
from the Nerd
fought.
Squadron just went up for it. I guess I don't know.
I'm
It was a little bit disorganized.
I'm really surprised that I follow her on Instagram, but I don't know her handle. But the chick that does the Night Sister, I'm surprised she
Yeah.
didn't win. Maybe she didn't go to
That's
the
my no. She was an honorable mention. Her name is
Okay,
Jessie
like, dude,
Jessie
her-
Rebs.
Yeah, her Ventress is good, but that new Night Sister one that she pulled out, that was sick.
Oh, no. That you're thinking of Drop It Like It's Hoff.
Maybe I don't
Yeah,
know
she-
the name off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But she does Ventress. That's what she's known for. But she did like
I don't
a
think
Night
she-
Sister
I don't
variant.
think she even applied to the contest. To be honest, with you.
okay.
I didn't see her in there. It was on Saturday.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the honorable mention was I thought you said 7th sister. Yeah, that's my friend
Oh.
Jessie Rabs who won that. She's a little short person, and
I didn't see hers.
and then Drop It Like It's Hoff is the Ventress one you're talking about. She was super. I got some pics with her too. It's super weird seeing like her out of makeup too, like walking around David's
And
Yeah,
office.
the-
I'm
she's a different person.
I know you're Dooku's assassin. Yeah, it's a good time.
Aura farming. That
Not
was
too long
all.
after you-
All of Japan was just
Sure.
all of us aura.
See, I
farming.
need to
You
like.
choked the shit out of that poor guy that walked by. I actually went to go get a thing of drink, and I come back and I see Peak laugh, and I see you guys just choking the crap out of some poor guard. I'm like, what the
Well, no, the
hell?
Oh,
funniest
yeah.
one
Well,
was
I was lifting him up because he was the Shadow
jumping.
Imperial Guard
Yeah,
from the
poor bastard.
game. He had the pike and everything too.
Yeah, you can Percy. If you swap, I have one with him because I got one right after JT. So
It's
you can like,
priceless.
see what JT's talking about. If you scroll down just a little
Is it
bit.
further down?
Yeah, sorry, it's a little right there.
Oh,
All the way to the right.
that's it.
That's the shadow guard that JT was choking out.
Yes, it was.
I thought you meant like a security guard at first.
No, he's like from
No.
the
That's
Force
so
Unleashed.
This was priceless to see from like
That
a
looks cool.
second person view.
Yeah,
That helmet would
it.
suck.
Oh, dude, I know. I want to do Pure Kanos at some point, and that's what I'm gonna have to do.
Empire. He
Yeah.
needs whole like gear under his.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do purple underneath too, because they did it for the action figure. They made it like a sparkly purple. I'm like, dude, I'm totally doing that.
I forgot.
Oh yeah, that's all the Japan. Japan
Hey.
Oh,
roll.
that's choking strike.
Oh yeah,
Right
yeah.
there. Second
That
one
is
row.
fucking lit.
You monsters.
I remember this one.
Zero chance of survival right there.
If he didn't nail that fucking
You
pose, I
monster.
don't know who else could have done that. Like,
Shout out to Avela for capturing the right frame when he was at the peak, like the apex of his jump.
We had to
Oh.
take it a few times though. I think it was like the third time we got it or something like that. Like
It's just us doing this the whole
And,
time.
like-
He's just jumping up and down.
definitely not as cool in the moment, but the photos are
I
epic.
feel like his shoelaces and his like badge floating up
Yeah.
too make it like even more like you guys are lifting the
Yeah.
choking and lifting them.
Oh shit.
my favorite cosplay from that whole con was probably
I love this picture.
the Droideka. The dude had like a rolling.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that- hands down the coolest cosplay at the. He did that.
was
Oh,
in-
you
it was
had a picture,
interactive.
I think. Oh no, this was
Yeah, no, I didn't get
that was something else.
that guy was getting so swarmed. I was like, I'm not waiting here for like an hour to get a
The
picture
fact
with
that he
him.
could still move in that damn thing was crazy.
And there was a couple with the B1. Not everybody did the Droideka, but there was a couple B1s.
There's a crew there.
Oh yeah, dude, that was
Ah,
Cool.
such good times.
that's a great one. Yeah, dude, I'm looking so forward to getting like if we can all pull and do a Disney day and get a photo in front of the Falcon. I think would be.
Oh,
I
dude,
want to
like
go to Disney one day.
I
when
want
we're
to
there.
punch a trooper.
I was close to I was close to coming to Disney's Galaxy's Edge last December, but it was during the holidays and everything was marked up on top of the flight, so we sacrificed not going to that. We went to Epic Universe instead. But yeah, for the first time going to Disney, like Star Wars Galaxy's Edge with you guys on the 50th anniversary of the first movie.
Yeah, dude, it's
That'd
gonna be
be
sick.
huge.
Yeah, I need
And the
that
Lucas
Falcon
Museum. There's a lot we could do.
yeah, dude.
The
definitely
Falcon
going to
photo, that would be like my new banner on my YouTube probably.
Dude, it was so windy that day. We were getting
Yeah.
just beat the hell up by that wind. You can tell by my hair. My hair is just like looks like I got electrocuted.
Yeah.
Man, that was right after you met
Doc.
got to get Sam Witwer to call you and Dawn you the chosen one.
Dude.
This is the Mega Blaster we were talking about earlier.
Jesus.
This
I
thing-
mean, I have it behind me.
this
too.
thing's
Space
mega.
Oh, I got it. It's dusty, but I just got a whole bunch of dust in my face. I haven't picked it up in a hot minute. Oh,
Don't die.
whew, damn! Surprise attack by the dust.
Oh man, did I mess up the camera or something here?
Yeah, it's still on your Instagram, or unless you're trying to be on your Instagram, then it's fine.
Is it normal or is it like, are we in the Matrix? Is it
No,
screwed
no,
up?
you're just on your
It's
Instagram.
normal. Okay, for some reason it looked normal on my end, or in the Matrix on my end. This was my post I just
Love
made
it.
the other day about Comic-Con. That's the
Shout
only
shout out to Jill.
Jill. This is my girlfriend Jill.
Kill
She did a
that
lovely
damn-
cosplay for Marvel Girl, and I was Cyclops.
kill
Obviously,
Dude, we have to do an X-Men thing now. JT wants to do Nightcrawler. Dude,
Well,
Cyclops Nightcrawler.
I'm doing a Nightcrawler that nobody's really done before. I'm doing the appearance from the opening sequence of X2 when he's trying to kill the president.
Oh,
So
sick.
so
That
so
was
it's
cool.
Nightcrawler wearing civilian clothes, and you can see his like stenciling of his scarred tattoos underneath the white makeup.
Yeah, that's sick.
So I gotta build the tail, I gotta build the hands, and then I gotta source. Like, I want to get like really accurate looking civilian clothes like that was used on that. I might have to even talk to a tailor or something.
I think you'd be a good Nightcrawler. You do like the face paint too, or no?
Yeah, well, so I mean, his civilian disguise, he wears big yellowy orange looking aviators. So I can get away with not wearing contacts, but I
Yep.
do want to put like the scarring stencils, the Gabriel whatever they're called, on swirls on his cheeks, underneath the white makeup. Because in the movie, I mean, like when he's running through the hallways and teleporting and stuff, his makeup's like falling off. You know, slowly, kind of like the Joker in the Dark Knight. Like he's wearing his
Yeah, yeah.
makeup, and then throughout the movie, he just like slowly loses it.
I need to rewatch that soon, but I know what you're talking about now that you explain it. But yeah, definitely one of the best openings in any comic book movie. I feel like everyone would understand what you're cosplaying instantly.
If you're listening to this, don't do it before me.
He said, "Let me tell you something."
I seen some good night crawlers out there, so I'm sure you can pull off a unique one. And this is my buddy Matt. We were all posed up together. This was like got more people in the picture, but Instagram sucks at
Who is he?
horizontal
Is he
pictures. This is
Mr. Fantastic?
Yeah, he's Mr. Fantastic.
I thought he was Dr. Mario.
I think he's wearing the same mustache he wore for Jim Gordon. So
Oh,
it's my favorite mustache in all of Toronto, right there. And then I got some more X-Men pictures. This
I
guy
love
was
the background makes
Deadpool.
Deadpool just like, what the fuck?
Deadpool
Yeah.
creepy.
He was actually just standing behind us, and whoever took this picture got like the perfect shot. And obviously, I have a picture with him too. And then I don't know. I felt like I can upgrade the Cyclops a bit, but I did the belt mostly myself,
nice.
and the visor hooked up to the
visor's
the
sick,
half
dude.
mat, the half
Dude,
balaclava.
The colors are perfect too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Blast.
Yeah, I like the colors, and it's just like a onesie. So I might be doing like some foam muscles underneath.
Oh, that'd be cool.
coming up.
Yeah. Get like the 80s action.
I got like thick legs
Yeah.
already, so I'll just do the upper body. And this guy was a good Spidey. I don't know who it is, but this is one of my favorite pictures, just because I like it. It's colorful, like you said. And then this is the other
yeah.
cosplay I
Star-Lord?
do when I'm there.
Dude, it
And
looks
this
so
guy's really
freaking
tall,
good, man.
obviously, but I because I am about 6'3" in all of this, and in real life, if you've ever met me, I'm only like 5'7", like 5'7.5" on a good day.
Where Percy helped me at ICC last year get me suited up, and he cosplayed, his Kanan. But I had to repay and be kind of his cosplay manager for this one when we went, and we were getting changed in that parking garage, which was
Yeah.
also pretty hot. But you came out, and then the first couple people that seen you were just like, "Rah!"
Just like instantly in character.
Yeah, you walk through the elevator door, and it's like, "It's Cowboy Job, who wants it?" It's so good.
Yeah, dude, it came out so good.
Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I eventually want to do full upper body,
Oh, that would be sick.
and then I can match the size to the head a little bit better too.
Definitely.
So Silver Surfer doesn't have a beard, but there is shots of the Thing having beard. You could like rip it off of him and put it on your cosplay.
me and Max talked about the beard before, but I was so mad when they did the beard. I was like, no, he better not keep that beard. That ruins the whole thing.
Yeah, I still have the files for it. I still have
Yeah,
the files for the
But he
beard.
doesn't.
How could
keep
a
the
rock
beard-
grow
He doesn't
hair?
keep it full time, luckily. So it comes and goes, I think. And then this is another cosplayer I always meet with, Miss Magali. Obviously doing a Harley Quinn,
Yes,
bonking me
Gilbert.
on the head. And then this is her again in her Ventress.
Nice.
When I first met with her,
Yeah,
I was with my uncle. She was doing Ventress, and
She
I was
wasn't
saying,
there
this is-
last time.
no,
No, when I
must
went
have
with
missed her.
you, yeah, I didn't, because you were mentioning her, and I think we were planning on meeting up with her, and I think you even
she
said
might
like
have
you sent her a
done.
message. Or...
She might have done like Poison Ivy or a different character. last year, or what is the ice lady's name from DC?
Oh,
Emma Frost.
Killer
Or no,
Frost.
that's Marvel.
Killer Frost. Yeah,
Killer
she does a Killer Frost. That's really good too. I think she was doing that.
Nice.
I think so. Anyways, I think the getting my head cut off's a nice pose. I was gonna try and do like some edit with like a red laser coming out of my eyes or something would be funny, but
Oh, that'd be cool. Photoshop.
That'd be cool if you did that and she was like deflecting it,
Mhm.
so like a red to the red.
And then there's Deadpool from before in our action poses. And there was a Thor cosplayer there. And I met the real Chewbacca.
Real Chewbacca.
he's got a bowcaster like the real one. You can only like kind of see the end of it there. But it's like the big crossbow thing. I thought that was sick. And then yeah, I was posing up as the thing.
Slay.
I got pictures with so many people this year. I thought if anyone's watching that happened to go, thanks if you stopped by or whatever, if you had any kind of interaction with the thing, that was me. I was walking around this main floor mostly the whole time. I don't
You should
think
have said if you've had any interaction with the thing and he stole your credit card information, it was not me.
that thing was not me. But yeah, I probably won't be doing it at Fan Expo. I have to do Star Wars because I haven't done my Kanan in a while. I did it at ICCC last year. This is me and JT.
Mm.
So
You
I'm
bring the
gonna
same one? We could just rep the same as you
Yeah,
see.
we can do that. I want to meet Sam Witwer and Vanessa
Marshall.
Marshall.
So that's like
As
at
Kanan.
Rebel ScumCon, my buddy Wrath of Mandalore, who you've met, Percy, he was deciding because he's a big autograph guy, and he was kind of running out of time because it was already Saturday and he had to leave Sunday, so he had to kind of prioritize who he was going to get things signed by. He says, "JT, do I get the Mandalorian crew or the Maul Shadowlord crew?" I'm like, "I'm going to see the Maul Shadowlord crew in Fan Expo.
Hell yeah.
So get your Mandalorian stuff." So he sent this home with me, and it has the guy that plays Iko Diodaki and Vanessa Marshall already signed on it. But when
Who's
we are
Iko
there,
Dio? Who's that?
that's the
So the
Allstate
Allstate guy.
the dinosaur.
Are you
Oh,
in good
okay.
hands?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I'm with you there, I have to go fill this out for him.
Nice.
So you and I could walk up together and get a free convo out of it, I guess. I don't know.
I'd be down. I'll come rubberneck or what do you cherry pick, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That'll be dope. Yeah, a
Oh,
couple
yeah.
weeks.
Skip that one.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was fun, ICCC.
Yeah, it always is. I think that's going to be one that I go to every single year.
Well,
My buddy,
I don't
My
know
buddy-
if this has ever been shown.
my buddy Mike Havens that runs the thing. He's like such a nice guy, man. And he takes a financial loss every single year to make sure everybody has a good time.
My fucking lightsaber broke mid-performance. Had to
Hey, you did let it stop
improvise
you
the
though.
rest of the thing.
Don't stop.
There's like 150 people watching me.
When life give you lemon, you make a lemonade. When life throw your lightsaber on the ground, you continue to dance.
But this was May 4th, my friend's wedding in Mexico, right after
Yeah.
you guys were all in Japan, and this is why I didn't go to Japan. So I was obviously
He was clearly busy. You can
I was
see.
having a blast anyways. Did a little routine. They can't hear the music, but I got like quick with the music, and then I let my buddy come out here. This is way longer than I remember it being. Wow.
I think when you did that Obi Annie, that's when people were like, "Oh shit, this guy means real business." I thought it was just a joke. He dropped his lightsaber and he's just gonna do his thing. But then you started whipping it,
I was
whipping it
doing the
around.
Obiani with the double. I had a whole routine with the double. That said. So then I was like, yeah, because I was gonna be like Darth Maul. That was the whole idea. And then he kills me. And the song that was right at the end of the song. I guess I was playing. I guess I was just doing it to the song. I don't even know why I showed that.
Because it's cool.
I've never showed that on
Really
here. I don't
fast.
think.
I just watched my friend die.
Yeah, I remember when I walked out in Japan, I thought you died, and I about killed someone. I was like,
Oh.
I'm not fucking actually kill someone in Japan. You son of a. Oh, they did that for. Okay.
I'm gonna have to ask you guys for his contact information, but I remember his user was like Backyard Spaceman or something like that, Backyard Mando Spaceman or something, and that dude had kind of like an Assassin's Creed retractable like like blade pike or something like that he just like clips back in his arm. But I wanted to get a skit because I was in my normal Jedi random whatever Jedi gear. I said, "Could you like kill me?" He says, "What?" I'm like, "Could you like I don't know, activate the blade and then just and stab me, and I'll do like the death animation and roll on the floor." And as soon as like he rips the blade out of me, I'm on my knees and I like on the floor. Charlie walks up and he's like,
Yeah.
"No!" like
Cool, ready to kill someone. I was like, you
on the other side of the ray shield. No!
come through the little corridors and beat the crap out of someone.
That was a cool. That was a cool
Throw
video.
hands.
He definitely played into his OC Mando character too. And after he stabbed me, he was like wiping off like the Jedi blood. Or it's cool. Love it.
Yeah,
Save
I'm
some in
not-
a little vial. Metachlorians.
Dude, Blake, one little quick thing about my thing. I never do any costumes at all, period, point blank, because I would suck at it.
No, you
everything
wouldn't.
like that. No, I did.
You'd
and
be
I
the
will.
best booster gold of all time.
Well, to be the only reason I did this, go to my thing. I did. Yeah, booster girl, I could see that. But still, I'd suck.
Gotta be lumpy, bro.
Is on Cruiseville, someone gave me I still got it, a shirt because Michael Rosenbaum had surgery, and we just got these shirts. It was like, here you go, man, this make you feel good. And then there was a costume contest, and the fact that me and a bunch of like the people that I stayed at their house and everything, like we won. And there's a funny video on my clip of us winning. Someone actually got it. If you could pull that up, I'm sure you'll get a good kick out of it because you'll recognize
it
it.
was on your story.
Yeah. Yeah. Go to just the Cruiseville thing and just skip all the way. I think it's all midway to the end. It's very fast. It's just something I never expected ever, because Charlie doesn't do costumes because one, this accent would butcher it, and just no.
Just gotta cosplay a mute.
Yeah. So here's the thing about cosplay too. If you have something especially with the helmet, you don't even need to say a single word.
That's why I
say
say
Dewalanga, and then
well,
if
like
they don't say
Grey
Dewalanga
Fox
back,
or
it's not
something
meant
like
to be.
that. Where you
I
don't
just
hear my
hope
voice.
I just hope we all don't end up at a convention and we're all dressed up and Charlie's the only one that's not dressed up. I want to like have buddies, just like all of us are aura farming together, in a suit.
He's still Aura Farms.
We need to get you a character that you want to do, and we need to make it happen.
That's why, like, if it's not Gray Fox, his voice distorted. That's all I need.
I'm not talking about like cardboard or paper mache or just throwing on a shirt. I'm talking about like legit.
I know.
Or at the very least, a helmet or something.
Yeah.
Do
I
something.
can't find the costumes, Charlie.
Have you seen those videos of people online? They have like a buddy's wedding and they wear like the full tuxes and full suits and everything like that, but then they have like a clone trooper helmet on.
I'm
and
100%
they
doing
all
that.
have an a unique
Yeah,
clone
dude.
trooper helmet.
I
It's
already
so cool.
talked to Lydia about it. I was like, I'm gonna do like a boys thing where we all have just helmets from whatever fandom. Those go hard. So
Dude, Percy could just wear his Kanan mask with the suit. I'll have the suit with just my Star Killer helmet. Like we could just each represent like the thing that we like are known for doing. That dude,
100%.
mega.
It's ridiculous.
I'm sorry, Charlie. I can't find it.
Oh, just my regular thing. There's like all the things on there should be Cruiseville to Chicago, Japan, training. Or it should be.
I was looking through Cruiseville too here.
If not, I think I did a post on him about the fucking idiot. So
The Stanley says, Stormtrooper Charlie, you don't need to speak. That's right. You don't need to speak.
Stormtrooper,
Just use the
Stormtrooper,
Stormtrooper helmet.
Stormtrooper, Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper. Or Corn Trooper.
Dude, that'd be a
That's what
funny
he's
as hell
saying.
costume.
See your
Stormtrooper
cast
Charlie.
photo. That's cool.
Funny.
Charlie's good. He ain't that good. I know when to say stop. And that's where I draw a line.
I'll speak to my buddy Millennium Workshop, Rex, and we'll get you an alien silicone mask you can wear, Charlie. And you can get like a standard random
It's gotta be
Jedi
good for
costume, and then just be like Coleman Trevor or something.
No!
Bro, I
I'm
got it.
picture it.
Charlie's got to be Moset Benid. That's who it's got to be.
Oh,
We got a Moset Benid Charlie.
You could print him like a Max Rebo helmet.
2 a.m. antics.
God. Another
Speaking of
character.
Glup Shittos, that pod racing game's gonna come out.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Nervous about it.
Definitely streaming that on the channel for sure.
I'm gonna have to see other people playing it before I get it.
I'm
I
getting
have
both
like
of them.
I have like a 10-15 minute video already recorded about it, and it's just people keep releasing new info about it, and it's ruining my whole deal. I'm so upset. So I'm on the fence right now, but it's gonna be an insane game, and I'm absolutely gonna demolish and make people cry and quit and get their money back because I am pissed.
Looks like
I love
that
Burnout. Burnout's so
power
much
coupling
fun.
went off.
Burnout's the best. But yeah, that game's gonna be sick.
Where
Now
are my Dud Bolt enjoyers?
Deadbolt's in it, confirmed.
Hell yeah! Give me a blue crocodile guy with some teeth.
Not that cool, Stanley, but I appreciate the vote of
So
confidence.
I actually didn't end up meeting with a lot of any real celebrities other than Ty Templeton at Comic-Con
God,
this
that's so
year.
good.
And he does the Batman the Animated Series tie-in comics and like the Batman New Adventures tie-in comics. This is like a real drawing here. This isn't a print. And he's signed it in the corner, obviously. But he was like, "Really, you want the Batmobile?" And I was like, "Dude, the Batmobile is freaking sick. Like, I'm a mechanic. This is like the." I was looking through his book, and this is the one that just jumped out to me. And he was like, "Dang," he's like, I kind of like the ones with more characters on it. I was like, I feel that, but it's the Batmobile.
And you look at him you're like, well, guess what? It's not about you. It's what I want. I'm
No.
the freaking buyer here.
And he's super nice. Like he didn't charge for autographs and stuff. He just had his artwork up for sale and shit like that. And he's so cool.
Hell yeah.
He's got health issues, so if you can ever get the chance to meet him, it's worth it. And I'll show you what I'm gonna get signed by him. I'm gonna meet him again at Fan Expo. Since we're on that topic, I'm gonna get him to sign this cover he did for Batman
Beyond!
and
Batman
Static
Beyond. Holy shit.
That's cool.
Yeah. Or it's called Batman Static Beyond. My bad.
Oh my god.
And I have to get the rest of the series and then actually read it still. But I'm going to get him to sign that because he's one of my favorite, like, just comic book and artists in general. He also helped with Batman, like the original series a little bit in early concept work he was telling me about. Like, he never actually got hired to work on the show, but he's like, for like 3 weeks I was working with Bruce Timm and those guys and working on like designs and like just throwing ideas back and forth. So he was like in the early stages of that too, which is pretty wild. But so I didn't really do much celebrity stuff. I was mainly hanging out with friends. And JT, you were there? No, you weren't at Comic-Con. You were at Fan Expo last year.
Yeah, the Fan Expo. I've never been to Toronto Comic Con. I know it's at the same venue, but
yeah, it's like half the size almost as Fan Expo.
They close off the one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the guests have been less and less, I find, at Comic-Con and more at Fan Expo lately. But I used to get like there used to
I
be
mean, I
there was like
wanted-
a whole bunch of Star Wars actors the one time at Comic-Con, and I'm like, why have they kind of died that down? I don't know why.
Well, I wanted to go to the last one because they had the voice actors for Grand Theft Auto 5. They had Trevor, Michael, and Franklin.
Yeah, so
And,
we actually didn't go up and meet them, but we watched their they did a panel. We
panel.
watched a
Yeah.
panel with them, and I was with my girlfriend and my cousin, who we've all played that game. Obviously, they're so funny.
Shoot,
And the guy who plays Trevor, God bless him, but he's
Steve
a bit
Ogg.
of a
Bro, he's such an oddball, man.
he's a bit
You know what he's doing? He's when the game.
he's a bit character.
He didn't really know what video games exactly were when he was getting into that project. So when
It's
people
like,
would
also,
come up,
how do you not know that? Like,
And
I
he's got a
get it,
big
but, like,
love-hate relationship with the
'cause he's-
character, obviously.
because he's a boomer, and people would come up to him when they want some like to meet him or something, and they would go like Trevor, and he would be like, "No, I'm Steven. Trevor is a character I play." Like he would kind of like retaliate against the fans almost in a way, but over time he has learned to be like extra about it, and now he does more than what is it? Ned Luke and Solo, the guy that plays, Michael and Franklin. This dude, I just seen a thing online. He was at a convention and he shaved his head like Trevor. Like he got the
That's
full
funny.
skullet to make himself crazy because he's in the game. He's crazy and he beats people
If
up and
you
swears.
follow him on Instagram, you'll know it. He's just crazy in general. He probably shaved his head just for shits and giggles, because
Yeah.
he's
He has
so
some funny
he's
tales
pretty
on,
like
for
eccentric
on
on his
podcast.
Instagram. I like him in that sense. He posts
he,
some
like,
like funny
commits to the
pictures and
bit.
stuff.
I feel like.
Before he didn't.
But when
like,
it comes to
he didn't
GTA,
like the
he
character.
doesn't seem to give a shit. Is my problem.
But I think
So like watching a
over
panel with
time-
him talk about it, he's like, "Yeah, I don't remember that. No, I didn't care about that." Those were kind of his answers to most of the questions.
My thing is though, is it a bit though? Because Harrison Ford did the exact same thing with Han Solo,
Yeah.
and people were like, "Oh, Harrison Ford's a dick," and he's like, "No, I'm just
I want to
being
think it's
funny."
a bit, but at the same time, I think
I
he's just
don't
kind of like
care.
that.
Yeah.
I think either way it works because in the game he doesn't care about what anybody's ever talking about unless you mention like Trevor
And
Phillips
he's
Industries
very
like
vocal
meth
about
or whatever.
refusing to ever play the game ever. Like
Yeah.
he will never play it. So like that's kind of another thing. He just remembers all his terrible, god awful, being an evil man voice lines. He's like, I don't want any part of that.
Yeah, there is a clip of him online though at a panel that he did at a convention a while ago where he
screams into the camera.
Some dude was like, "Yo,
Now
can you
people
scream
ask
at me
him
and
to do that
Trevor?"
every time, and he hates it.
Yeah.
He was
like,
on
fuck
Rosenbaum's
you.
podcast with Sidey, I think it was a year ago, and I was listening to him on that.
They were fun
And,
together though. The three of them on
yeah,
stage were
He's
fun
got some
together.
crazy stuff. I remember when he was doing The Walking Dead, he talked about Jeffrey D. Morgan clipped him when they were doing a fight scene. He's like a backhand like that. He's
Yeah.
like, oh God, I didn't realize it. I said, yeah.
He's in Better
That's
Call
right.
Saul, that one
Yeah,
episode.
that dude's got a long career, man.
Or he might be in a couple episodes actually.
He was in a show called Snowpiercer. It was a show based off of that movie with Chris Evans, but that show wasn't really that good. But I liked his character in that. He was like one of the caboose kind of back of the train people that were retaliating against the higher up living people on the train.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't have anything to dislike about him. I just think it's funny how much he doesn't care about GTA, but is doing all these panels and conventions and stuff. It's so funny.
Yeah, but what do we got? Fan Expo is gonna be Mall Shadow Lord people minus David Collins, which sucks. But a Goonies reunion,
Starship Troopers reunion.
Starship Troopers.
I'm probably gonna be meeting Michael Ironside because
He's
that's
old.
huge.
He's up there, yeah.
Charlie, you'd know him from
General Lane. Yep. I know.
Smallville, and he's Darkseid. He voices
Darkseid as well, yeah,
and,
man.
yeah. Opposed, like across from George Newburn's Superman.
Yeah, God, he's getting up there. I'd take a
What a
shot.
random pull, though. He's just like, I don't know how much voice acting he actually does, but
Dude,
then he's just freaking
He
Darkseid.
did.
Like,
He's
so
been doing
sick.
it. He did it pretty good. Now he did a few other video games, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Random polls
I
just
just
in
know
general.
I
man, like
see
who,
him like in physical roles a lot more. Obviously, like I feel like, and he's in Starship Troopers and
Yeah, Total
Smallville,
Recall.
and
But who asked for a Goonies reunion? You know what I mean? It's like that's also like a random poll. Like Joe Pantoliano, the guy that played Cypher in the Matrix, he's one
Yeah,
of
I
the
see.
Fratelli brothers in the Goonies. He's and if you played Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies, he's Weasel in Mob of the Dead. So it's like, dude, it's like what a random group. like the Fellowship of the Ring, like the Lord of the
the
Rings
Lord
reunion.
of the Rings cast is
Sense.
crazy too.
That makes sense, but it's like, what? Starship Troopers? I mean, cool, awesome, but like, why? Are people like actually requesting this? Because I filled out some of those request forms for like some Harry Potter people because I want to meet somebody in Slytherin house, like Jason Isaacs or Ray
Mhm.
Fiennes or Tom Felton. You name it.
And there's an actor from Smallville that's going, Alejandro Giuliani or something like that, but he's the doctor that I was telling you about,
Emil.
Charlie. Emil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell
So
yeah, dude.
I might get him to sign my
rare
Superman
one.
poster, or I might just get 8x10. But maybe there'll be a surprise for you too. I don't know. We'll find out.
Dude, I mean, I love that we seduced Sam Witwer to do a salute to Smallville. That's fucking it's hilarious.
I have a feeling Sam Witwer is going to be crazy busy at Fan Expo, and I'm not even really going to have the opportunity to even.
Yeah, he's gonna be probably the only person I get a photo op with this year.
I feel like
And
he's
then other than
always
that,
swamped.
it's gonna be autographs.
Every con I go to, he's
Waiting for the Vanessa Marshall photo ops to go up because I'm like, hello, Kanan. I need the Hera picture right now. And
Well, I at least have
I need
to
the
get
Maul
Sam.
and Hera anyway.
I at least have to get Sam to sign that for my buddy, so I'll have an excuse to get up close and show him the ink. But I don't know if I'm going to do that in Starkiller or not.
Yeah, you'd have to pull off your whole body.
What now?
Just-
Pause.
You'd have to pull off the whole top half of your Scooby.
Well, he has
body.
seen you, and because we got that photo with him, and you were in
Yeah.
cosplay, so he has seen you in cosplay. But it was like 2 seconds, so I get what you're saying.
But I was also in my mind, I was hoping David Collins was going to be there too, because I was going to ask, like, really quick, like, since I got the ink and everything like that, would it be cool if you just took 2 seconds to record something real quick? I was going to do the Raxus Prime skit where I'll be in the gear, I'll be like, shut down, Proxy, there's no one in you I haven't already defeated. And David Collins will be like, give me some credit, Master. My programming says this is the right time to kill you or whatever. And then he turns into Maul, but I'll have Sam Witwer step in. He didn't have to say anything, he just step in. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It was just an idea I was having, but it's probably not, obviously not going to happen because David Collins is not there anymore. But meh.
You got some good ideas usually.
We got good ideas, but we also have a lot of things to do. Plus the cosplay, so our day's gonna be busy. I'm only going Saturday.
Yeah. So Saturday, I'm probably gonna be dressed as Kanan then.
Yeah, I'm locking you in. You freaking better, dude.
Cyclops probably the other days. Maybe Superman one day. Probably not though. Might just be normal.
You did a great Kingdom
normal
Come.
guy, like that picture of Cyborg.
You could be Jeans guy from The Mandalorian.
Jeans guy. Be Gene Pool.
Which, speaking of which, have you guys seen the new Spider-Man movie?
I have not yet.
And the fact that I was able to
You've
dodge
not?
spoilers.
No, I have not.
Okay,
You're like the big Spider-Man guy. I thought.
I know.
What the heck?
I've been busy. I've been
That's fair.
Super busy. But no, I did. So we went. Actually, I saw the Odyssey last night. We went and saw the Odyssey first because we were worried that it's not going to be in theaters because it came out before Spider-Man. So
Yeah,
I'm going to see
leaves
it this
theaters
week though. But
too fast.
But no, I'm going to go see Spider-Man this week. But I have not seen it yet, unfortunately.
I will say you're gonna like it.
Nice.
Yeah, you'll like it.
I was like, it's not that they, because I'm not like, oh, they have to top the like in the next movie, but like I was like, No Way Home was like, really freaking good. So I was like, it's I did see the bar high.
William Dafoe back, and that's an epic win as it is.
Nice.
For me, No Way Home doesn't hit as much with rewatchability because before you even start the movie, you know the entire plot. You know what I mean? Like, you just gotta cure these guys. The plot isn't as thick as some of the other movies, but even the quote unquote bad Spider-Man movies, Spider-Man is such an overall like mutually successful character that even those are like top tier. I mean, that's why it's almost at 2 billion. You know,
Yeah,
it's a good movie. You're
pretty
gonna
good.
like it.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I hope
One
you didn't
after
get a
credit
lot of
scene.
spoilers.
No, I
Yeah.
honestly, I mean, I know Scorpion's in it, but they showed that in the trailer, so like, I'm like,
That's a
and
minor one.
sa-
That's
the,
good.
the only thing I was kind of mad with is I'm like, dude, I'm like, why did you show the Hulk? Like, you could have just showed Bruce Banner. Like, I don't want to see that. Like, I want that to be a surprise,
That's why I
man.
hate
They
trailers.
wasted-
Yeah, actually, just showing Bruce in the trailer would have been smarter.
yeah, and like not like
I prefer Edward Norton's Hulk,
oh,
anyways.
same.
But
I'm on that ship with you.
2008, 9, yes.
but if you like
Eric Bana
Spider-Man,
Hulk is
if
better.
you like
than Hulk.
Spider-Man
2000.
goodness, just any like casual Spider-Man doing Spider-Man things. I mean, you can go into the movie get casually blind and just get spoon-fed a great story. You know what I mean?
Well,
you don't have to do a whole lot of thinking.
I know there's like a
Easter
lot of
eggs.
controversy around like Tom Holland Spider-Man, but I've genuinely liked every single
I
movie
think it's
that he's
gone
done.
now. All the controversy is
Yeah.
gone.
good.
He literally. I have two things to say. One thing he did that was really cringe. Neither are spoilers. And one thing he did that was really good. He changed his accent to be way more New York, and it's way better, I think.
Okay.
That's the good thing.
Yeah.
And the bad thing is, before the movie starts, you get this little clip of Tom Holland being like, "Hello, everybody, it's me, Tom Holland, your favorite actor. Please enjoy the movie and continue watching." Or whatever. He does a little stupid thing. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that before a movie before. And I'm like, I was literally just sitting there. I was like, Toby would never do that. Oh my gosh. But so that was like
Andrew would do that.
it was
Andrew would
just
probably
such
do
a.
it.
I thought it was fun. Sorry about my spot on Tom Holland impression. By the way, I know everyone who's just listening thinks
No,
he walked
look, I
into
mean,
my
there's
studio,
other. That's a good one right there. Usually, it goes to God. Remember when he first got the role, and it took a lot of the actors to like to look over, like, shut the fuck up, and everything. They were doing the Infinity War stuff, and he was like,
Oh, when he's
"Oh, right, because
spoiling
we
stuff.
did that scene together." Whenever, no, we didn't. We didn't. No,
Yeah, I feel like some of that's fake for sure.
Have you
On
seen
purpose.
that meme? Have you seen that meme of the Odyssey where it's Tom Holland yelling, "It's enough! The feast is over!" or whatever, and it's captioned like me going in for 6 during Thanksgiving or something like that, like a 6 helping. It's you in the theater when Tom does his little, "It's me, Tom Holland." You're sitting in the chair. That's enough. Oh man.
Well, anyways, I'm gonna have to cut it all right there. That'll be the end of today's episode. That was actually a
Nice.
wicked one. Good to talk to you guys. Glad to have you all back on again.
Hell yeah.
These are the OG3 from episode 1. If you've never watched anything, go back to episode 1. If you like this group of people, it'll be a similar vibe. But almost 2 years ago, I think I've started now, and we're like 2 years later, still kind of doing the podcast, even though I had like a big break. I've been I moved this summer. I've been apprenticing and going to school as a mechanic. So I work full time, go to school part time. YouTube's been kind of back burner stuff, but you know, these
Keep it
podcasts
going.
I love doing, and we'll definitely be back. And I think maybe after Fan Expo, we'll do another one with me and JT at least. And
Oh, dude, we got Celebration coming up next year too. That'll be a
in
big
celebration, that could be. This could be an in-person podcast.
one. Dude,
but
that'd be sick.
we don't. I'm not sure if we have the technology. If we have the technology to set it up, then we'll make it happen. But if not, I don't want to make any promises. But that would be sick. Anyways, I forgot my outro. Stay good, stay safe, and may the force be with you. Have a happy weekend.